It's a big day for this podcast, Scott.
It's a big day for America.
Do you know why it's a big day for the podcast?
Because it's got a 37-year-old on it.
I was going to say, this is the first time that we've recorded as a 37 and a 16-year-old. That's wild. Hey, everybody. Thanks for all the birthday love. It was great. And I got tons of awesome art.
You did.
And noted non-creep Brandon nicely helped me achieve my goal of buying my first PS5 game, which is greatly appreciated. Octopath Traveler 2. I can see it from here.
Octogenarian Traveler 2. You're an old man.
You're an
walking
old man.
through the park.
You gotta take some sits, feed some ducks.
Yeah.
Crap your pants.
A lot of benches.
A lot of benches. All the benches. But thank you, everybody. It was great. It was exactly what I wanted for my birthday. I sat here watching movies and playing video games and leaving my phone on the other side of the room so I didn't look at it because that's what I wanted.
Nice.
And I watched a lot of great movies. If you follow me, Drew, on Letterboxd, Sarah's Hot Paws, you'd notice that I did a lot of watching on my birthday. I can tell you right now that I watched
17 movies.
5 movies on my birthday
Nice.
while playing video games.
Pretty good.
Although, I mean, I watched 2 and I put the other 3 on screen so I can see them both while I'm playing video games. I watched like one of those old school 60s Hollywood Golden Age movies, Kings of the Sun. Which is white people pretending to be Mexicans.
Love it.
In ancient Mexican time, and that was excellent. And then I watched
Starring John Wayne as Prince Extapalapaketl.
yeah. No, he only does Mongolians. He doesn't do Mexicans.
That's right. He draws the line.
Yeah. Even though he'll marry South Americans, he won't act as them. Mm-hmm. Then I watched... Have you ever heard of the movie Living in Oblivion? With Steve Buscemi. It's like a 90s...
I've heard of the movie Living in America.
It's not Living in America.
And also, there isn't a movie Living in America. It's just a James Brown song. There's Coming to America.
That is true.
No, I haven't.
It's real wild. It's like a weird, unique indie film about a filmmaker making a film, but he has a weird dream, and so the first bit of the movie is what you think is happening, and then he wakes up and that's his nightmare about how bad it's going to go on set.
Okay.
And then the next part of it is they're back on set and they're filming something else.
Yeah.
And then a separate character has had a dream about what's going to happen on set.
Oh, interesting.
And so it's kind of like Dreamception.
Sounds cool.
It's like Buscemi, Catherine Keener, Dermot Mulroney, Peter Dinklage.
Catherine Keener's in 2 movies
Where
about people
in brains
making things.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't even know if we're talking about the same thing.
Oh.
I was talking about Synecdoche, New York.
Oh, so I was kind of talking about being John Malkovich. So
yeah.
kind of 3.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Get real, Catherine Keener.
it's directed by like a guy, Tom DeCillo. Just some New York nerd, but it was great.
Do you think it made the New Yorker?
Oh, 100%. It was number 8 behind all those local short films that somebody saw.
Fucking hate the New Yorker.
I hate the New Yorker. Yeah. It was excellent though. It was very funny and very weird. Then I watched
I've already forgot the name. One more time.
Living in Oblivion.
Oh yeah, Living in America.
Yeah. Then I watched the Tommy Lee Jones written and directed The Homesman.
Did he also star?
He also starred in it as an old man.
Busy guy.
He's 150 years old, and
he's pissed.
It's a very disturbing and sad movie, but the best part of the movie, this is going to sound terrible, is the main character is Hilary Swank.
Okay.
And
does she play man or woman?
She's she's an unfortunate looking woman.
That's not playing to her strengths.
No, I know. Well, she's old now, and this is a 2014 movie, so she's already kind of getting on in years. But
that doesn't mean she shouldn't play a man.
I know. Well, it's close enough. Well, what if I told you that in the movie she's like a wealthy woman who owns a lot of land, and she's just trying to get some guy to marry her. Okay. She tries to get people to marry her, and they're like, "Ew, gross. You're basic. No thanks."
Which is like, look at all this land.
So that's what she's trying to do. So she volunteers to take 3 women who have all gone batshit insano on the home front. Like, they're living, like, out in the middle of nowhere, and, like, their babies have all died, so they've gone batshit crazy.
Sure.
And she's volunteered to take them to some, like...
You know what? Tangent. Small tangent. Get over your dead baby. Okay. My mom miscarried twins. Didn't give a shit. You know why? Because you didn't get to know them. Who cares?
Sure.
Move on.
Would we have had you if the twins had survived? Was it before you?
It was after me, before my sister, so we would not have my sister. Yeah.
Oh.
Male twins.
Think of all those sad horses.
So many sad horses. So many unfulfilled horses.
Unfulfilled horses. Man, you could have had your own TNT. That's Devon Dudley's son's.
I'm like, what is this?
Or did
reference?
you think I meant two Savio Vegas?
I thought it was just the stuff they were carrying in Sorcerer.
Oh. No, you could
Or
have
2 Savio Vegas.
Yeah, double Savios. Anyways, so long story short, towards the end of the movie, she's been hitting on Tommy Lee Jones the whole time.
Hilary Swank?
Yeah, the whole time.
What is the age difference?
Oh, like 40 years
minimum.
And he's like old in this movie.
Of course he is. He's Tommy Lee Jones. He was old in the 70s.
And they're going from like Utah to Iowa, maybe Indiana. By the way,
a couple of great states.
Illinois, both of them. Both the Illinois.
Come on, feel the Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole time she's like, why don't you just marry me? Let's just go back. I have lots of property and maybe we can have a baby. And he's like, no, I'm old. Like, I don't want to have a baby with you.
I can't even make comes anymore.
And then eventually towards the very end of the movie, she like begs him to just like lay with her, like and like this sad, pathetic, like he's asleep in the middle of the night next to the campfire.
Yeah,
she walks up to him naked and she goes, I just want to lay next to you. And he's like, no, I'm not interested. And she's like, please. And he goes, Jesus Christ. So he like gets the blankets off, lays her down.
Yeah,
he gets up, takes his pants off, and then he goes, and then he like gets on top of her and he literally says to her, like, physically, like, I want you to acknowledge that you begged for this. If I hurt you, it's your own fault. And like, I am not accountable for what happens. And she goes,
that's
yes.
how I start everyone.
And she goes, yes, I understand. So he, you know, like, and it's one of those gross ones where he's like, I need you to grab the base really hard.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I need you to.
It's not going to get hard by
itself.
itself.
I need you to force it in, like put it in. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, oh, it's like very off-putting. And then they go to bed, and he won't kiss her. He like won't cuddle her after they're done. And then he goes to bed. He wakes up in the morning, and she's not there, but the other 3 girls are still there. So he goes to search for her, and she fucking hung herself.
Oh my god!
Because 97-year-old Tommy Lee Jones wouldn't marry her.
Wasn't into
so
it.
She killed herself.
That's a good movie.
It was like the biggest shock of my life. I did not expect the main character to wander off in the woods and hang herself.
Wow.
Yeah. Then I watched a random baseball movie with abusive father Ethan Hawke, which was pretty good.
Nice.
I'm on board for very, very violently aggressive towards your maybe gonna play in the major leagues son, Ethan Hawke. He threw a beer can at his head and cut him open. He made him run wind sprints in the driveway until he threw up.
So he's the King Richard of
baseball. But good
and white.
Then I followed it up by watching Sorcerer, and we're gonna not talk about that later.
I think we are.
That was a great birthday.
That is a good birthday.
It was a great birthday. It was a great birthday for me. It was a bad birthday for you, because
it wasn't my birthday.
Because it wasn't your birthday. Although it did make me realize that I'm gonna stop being mean to you about your upcoming birthday.
Oh yeah, So how? You know what? And if this is too personal for the podcast,
after we just did the Q&A where everything was very personal.
That's true. How are we doing? Existential.
I'm fine now.
Okay.
I'm fine now.
It was just like the day before.
It was like a day before. It was Monday at work.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like,
oh god,
man, I'm not feeling very good. Like, I told my gay best friend at work, I'm gonna just go home and kill myself. And he was like, I don't know if you should joke about that. And I was like, that's okay. I'm only kind of joking.
I was gonna say, it's okay. I'm not joking.
Yeah. I'm only kind of joking about that. No, I don't know. 35 is like the middle. So you're like, okay, I could lie and say I'm 30 and people would believe it. And then 36, you're like, okay, it's a little bit further than I'd like to be, but I'm still in that window. And then 37 is like, fuck, I'm almost 40. What have I done with my life? I do a podcast with my friend, and I'm bad at wrestling, and
You're good at wrestling.
And I'm not making any.
Also, it's a really good podcast.
Okay,
it's like the best podcast.
I make the best podcast. It's the one that Kelly and I do where we just talk about...
God damn your secret podcast. Fuck you.
But yeah, no. So I'm fine now. It was just that one... It was that one day.
Yeah. I mean, I might have...
But I have been less mean to you since then, so...
A lot.
Other than the next day.
Besides the one time the next day when you kind of came back with a vengeance.
You can't show me a video of an autistic man looking at trains and giving, like, his opinions on the trains.
And how excited he is that this train has come in.
Yeah, and me not go, this is Scott.
This is you.
Scott loves trains, and he's autistic.
I don't know trains. I just want to be on trains.
You just want to be on trains, learn everything about the history of the train,
sure.
where it was built,
yeah.
who the original owner was.
Go to the station all day and take notes on them.
Drive your car as fast as it'll go next to the train so you can meet it at the next station. That's like that cool guy did.
Well, sure. Regular train stuff.
Do you think that autism existed in the past, or it was like...
No, it started with vaccines.
I was going to say, it was like AIDS. It was invented to kill off nerdy white guys.
There's too many of them.
Too many of them.
We have to make them even more unfuckable so they don't reproduce.
Yes. I think that's...
Is autism a result of eugenics? I'm going to say yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, anyways, that was my that's my birthday.
Nice.
It was great. I didn't have... Usually we choose, like, as a family, like, okay, what are we having? What do you want for dinner? Then we have that for dinner. I was just offered, I'll make spaghetti. And I was like, yeah.
Great.
I'm not going to say no. So I had a nice spaghetti and then a white cake, like lemon cake, which is my favorite because I don't like dark cakes or chocolate cakes.
Or dark
cake in general.
People.
Some, but there's also light people I don't like.
That's true.
And then
where do you want to go for lunch?
That's a different story. The middle of the podcast meal is gonna really ruin that second half of the podcast.
Which could be a mistake. We're going on record saying maybe mistake.
Yeah, but just enjoy this half.
Yeah,
really focus on this half of the episode. Dig your teeth into this one.
Look, part 2 might be great, but it's not a guarantee.
We're promising nothing.
Yeah.
We are promising...
You know what? We will be carb loading for part 2.
The only thing we'll promise is that there will be a second half of this episode.
Oh, it'll be there.
That's the promise.
For sure.
Everything else out the window.
Yeah. It'll be there. We'll probably talk about the movies we're supposed to.
But very sluggishly.
Whatever else come what may.
There's going to be a lot of moaning and groaning. Oh, too much gnocchi. Gnocchi. Antonio Inoki.
Antonio Inaki.
Inaki. Fucking Hollywood. Chiseled jaw. Surfer hair.
Movie star
chin. What a time to be alive. We're going to go to Anton's, which was brought up in
Q&A.
My Q&A, and
yes,
then you referenced in your Q&A.
Yep.
And we're going to be fat little piggies. So bloated that we can't move. So bloated that I don't go to work tomorrow.
And if you, too, would like to be a fat little piggy, hey, go to the YouTube if you're not there already. YouTube.com/@NotScottHenson and click join. Like, friend of the show...
Pull it.
I did. I can't pull what his username is. I'm going to have to look that one up. But friend of the show, Stephen Cruz, lifted his
ban?
long time having a YouTube account embargo to, in fact, join and become a dude dog.
What a guy. What a guy.
He has a fun name, too. Let me find it.
Zimbo Venus.
No, I think that's a different guy.
Well, that's a good name. I like that name.
It's a good one. Steven, you should change your name to that.
Just steal his.
Just steal Japanese baseball enthusiast Zimbo Venus's name. Yeah, it's a long name. Republicans all have tiny peckers. That's why racists.
Good name. How could you not remember that?
I mean, I knew it was some of that. I just wanted to get it right. Should I subscribe to your channel, Steven? You don't have a lot of content in time. Once you start putting up some shit, then I'm in. So do that. Click join. We got $5, $10, and $50 levels. You know the correct level to do to not disappoint us. And yeah, that's it for now. More later. Oh, I guess probably a thing we should have hit hard at the top of the episode, and we'll try to remember for part 2. But
the name of the podcast?
Probably won't. Oh, I mean, I guess sure. What's the name of the podcast?
I don't know. The Cat Boys Are Us.
I mean, that's a good backup name. Yeah, if you're a fan of listening to The Worst Year of Our Lives, aka The News, hosted by me, Scott, at Not Scott Henson, and over there, the recent birthday boy, Drew, at Sarian Softpaws, and you enjoy the All Request Spectacular episodes, and want to be a part of it, I suggest probably right now, if you're listening to this on the day it dropped, what do we... I mean, I guess we have to set a date.
Well, this drops what, 15th?
This comes out Monday. Part 2 comes out
16th.
Tuesday. The 15th and 16th.
Is the cutoff the 17th?
The cutoff's the 17th.
Wednesday the 17th
Wednesday.
is the cutoff?
Yeah. You got till Wednesday. Do it. Just do it right now. Pick a movie, any movie. Pick a music video like the good kids do. Pick one music video. Send us $100 or more US to paypal.me/notscotthenson, and you can stop living with regret after that. All right? All right. I'll say it at the beginning next time. Well, I'll mean to say it at the beginning next time and won't. But just so you know, that's the deal. Maybe I'll even make a tweet about it.
You know what? That would be a smart idea.
I'm gonna make a different tweet right now about COVID though.
And how it's totally real and we all should have been so concerned about it. You know what I thought about at work was remember all those early, like the first, I don't know, like month of COVID, when people were releasing all those videos about like how to wash your groceries when you bring them home, and like all the people that were putting clean clothes in their carport or their garage so that when they would get home, they could change into their clean clothes and leave their COVID clothes in the garage.
Yeah, it was like the airlock in their spaceship.
Yeah. Like, you remember all of those?
Yeah.
I can remember one very specifically about a guy who had he had taken his grocery bags, like the reusable ones, and he had put them in one of those vacuum seal bags that you use for meat for the freezer.
Yep.
So he had come home, he was literally hand washing every single thing he brought home. Like, he would take the bag of cereal out of the box and immediately put the box in the garage so it wasn't in the house. And then he took all the bags he had taken with him to the grocery store, folded them up, put them in one of those vacuum seal bags, and suction sealed it closed so that none of the COVID on the bags could get out in the house. And remember when that was a thing?
That was very much a thing. I mean, and
And now we're just back to open mouth kissing everyone.
Especially each other.
Yeah. Didn't stop.
It didn't. But it was new and we didn't know what we were doing, and we were trying our best. But also it was just so stupid.
So stupid.
Just so fucking
Some
stupid.
of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I hate the fact that maybe we'll all get fired for this. I don't know. Maybe
Nice.
the podcast will get taken down.
I hate getting fired from a thing I run.
Well, let's put two other people. You know what they'll do?
Are they going to replace us with ChatGPT?
No, they're gonna put us in. They're gonna put Big Dog in here because it's always
No!
fucking Big Dog. Big
What?
Dog's got their paws on everything.
It's going to turn into Dog Boys
Dog
Are
Boys
Us?
Are Us. Yeah,
That sucks.
So maybe I shouldn't try and get us canceled right now. But do you remember?
You've come this far.
Well, it sucks that all those anti-masker people were right.
It does. The worst
Isn't it?
people.
The worst
The
kind
most
of people.
awful people were right.
That
It sucks.
They were like, the masks don't do anything. You're like, no, they do. They stop the breathing. And then, 2 years after it was kind of over, they were
I don't do
by the
shit.
way, masks did nothing.
Nothing.
They literally did nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Such a bummer. It really sucks. I'm not happy about it. So my tweet was so this guy, let's give this guy some love. I think he has a brain injury. He also has 12,000 followers, which is a bummer.
They should follow, all those followers should follow us.
He appears to only, I guess he has a YouTube channel and only like consumes media for babies and talks about it, I guess. But so he, Crimson _ Mayhem _ So he quote tweeted, post by the World Health Organization saying, after 3 years, the World Health Organization officially declares that COVID-19 is no longer a global health emergency. And then, so he quote tweeted that and said, along with a picture of like exasperated Squidward, no Twitter, it doesn't mean the pandemic is over. And I quote tweeted him. I'm like, that's exactly what it fucking means, you asshole,
Idiot.
It's literally what it means. Fuck. So yeah, go show Crimson. Look, this is not a call. This is not a harassment campaign.
No,
I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions.
I'm just presenting the information to you, the listening audience.
Yeah.
And if whatever you want to do with it after that is up to you.
Yeah. I'm
not saying firebomb this guy's house.
I'm going to swing my arms like this, and if you walk into it, that's your fault.
Listen, Pi, I'm going to start doing this. And if you get eaten, that's your own fault. Ow, ow, ow. Poof, Nah, whatever.
Yeah, so that's my tweeting of the day. Has anyone? Oh yeah, people like it.
Good.
Man, my one yesterday, it was really just for me. My VHS Triumph tweet, it got much more response than I was expecting. But I guess people were just excited to see what VHS tapes look like. Mm-hmm. But I can't believe I'm done. I don't know what to do with myself now. I guess fucking watch request movies. But after those are done, then it's gonna be. Then I'm going to be left to my own devices.
Well, it's all SVU.
I guess it's all SVU.
Rewatching SVU. Hey,
and maybe Star Trek Next Generation.
Yes. Hey, shout out to friends of the pod. I guess
Elliot Stabler.
Friends of real life.
Oh.
Gav and Mandrews both going to Impact Wrestling. I feel like they haven't wrestled in 3 years.
They have not done much since release. Oh, I think do they have a cool team name?
Subculture.
I hope it means what I think it means.
That they're subs?
Yes.
Well, they have a girl manager.
Is she a dom?
Danny Luna. I don't know who she is.
If she's the dom, then that makes sense, and that's funny.
She's kind of like
femdom.
A little bit. Yeah, she's from Wales. She might be. I'm gonna assume she's one of their girlfriends.
Probably. She's from a town with 17 Y's in it.
Yeah. I don't even know how to pronounce them.
Hot take. Welsh is the stupidest language.
Ooh.
Is there a stupider? I don't know.
I mean, there's one that I can think of that's stupider, but I don't want to say it for fear of being in trouble.
Oh.
You know.
I do know.
You know. The one that's not even real. It's just
something
to trick white people into thinking it's real.
Something that some of the street signs near my place are written in.
That kind of sound like somebody's just drunk and trying to pretend like they speak a language.
And is written in wingdings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That's the one.
The one where half of every land acknowledgement is said in that language.
Yep.
By a teenager who has never actually spoken it before.
Doesn't even know what their culture is.
And is just pushed out there. Because he's the only one with a full set of teeth. Okay. Now you got me in trouble.
I really would love...
got me in trouble.
I wish there was an alternate, like...
universe
podcasting service for like the bad stuff that but like, because obviously like YouTube or like Spotify or whatever, you're not gonna be allowed to just say anything.
We've always got Rumble.
I mean, true, but does Rumble do podcasts?
They could put a podcast on Rumble.
Because I was gonna say, like,
Rumble's just racist YouTube.
I wish there was an alternative where you could just say or do whatever you wanted, but there's no repercussions at all. Like, no matter what happens, you can't get in trouble for them.
Oh, I like that.
I feel like you and I could have so many.
So you want the car version of a podcast?
Yeah. And you and I legitimately you and I could legitimately be like the top like 15 podcasts on that website.
Probably.
Like, there's a lot of things we could say. I feel like we'd be very, very well off there. We could make billions of dollars.
We should get in with the Nick Fuentes camp.
We could. We could pretend to be Latinos.
Who I saw
we could pretend to be Latinos because he's pretending to be white.
He's pretending to be white. That's true.
Even though his last name is fucking Fuentes.
How does he get away with that? You can't be a white supremacist named Fuentes.
Nope. But here we are.
Saw a very funny video of him. He got, I guess, kicked out of CPAC because I guess he was mad at a person he was rooming with for losing their virginity and not.
Oh yes,
and not being an incel anymore.
Yeah, that exploded. I don't know if did you see the actual like Twitter feed?
I mean, a little bit, not a ton. I'm sure it's gigantic. They're calling Nick Cum Hunter now because he was like blacklighting the room trying to find the nut.
Yes,
and then he got into like a sissy boy slap fight with him.
I like it.
And what Nick was wearing was nuts. He was wearing like big rubber rain boots and like George Costanza's puffy jacket.
Nice.
He looked ridiculous.
That's a good look.
Yeah.
That's a good look. Yeah. I'm very sad that we were on the... Well, we started out on the losing side, and then I think we came around.
It's never too late to switch teams.
It's never too late.
If you're a winner.
That's true. Anywho, we're 30 minutes into the first half, and we haven't even done a lot of the things we were going to do. So
let's do a lot of the things.
Okay, well, did you get all the plugs in?
Nope.
Did we get paid by Manscaped yet?
No, but there's been communication up to the other day.
Was there an apology by the other person? I think they owe us an apology.
Almost.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I haven't been checking my emails. Oh, you haven't been checking your emails for 4 fucking months?
Basically, the way it was being done, the invoices were never going to be paid because I hadn't filled out a new vendor application, which I hadn't been told about until last week.
Yeah.
So that part's not on me. And so I did that, but it's asking for stuff that, like, the new vendor thing asks for stuff we don't have, like a GST number. I'm like, we're not a fucking company. We're two gay dudes with a podcast. So I'm like, here's like, and I don't need to fill out my banking information if you're gonna pay me on PayPal.
Yeah.
So I feel like leaving that out is fine. But I'm like, here, this is all the information I have. If that works, great. If not, let me know what else I need to do. He was like, I'm not sure, but I'll resubmit it, which is like, I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that in 2 weeks when he gets back from vacation.
So what? They'll pretty much owe us 5
months. Yeah,
months.
We're approaching 5 months.
So they're going to owe us $1,000.
Yeah. Hey, if it ever comes,
I mean, it's gonna be great. That payday is gonna be the best payday ever. But like, how hard is it to get that money to somebody?
It shouldn't be as hard as
for a company that's willing to send us nonstop free merch.
Yes,
you think it would be like
not that
challenging to just give us money
to click pay on a PayPal invoice.
Or how about this? Next time you send us stuff, just put money in the box.
Hey,
just send us hard cash.
We'll go under the table.
Yeah,
we don't give a shit.
Fuck it.
You want to keep this off your books? Done.
Yeah, and you want
you want to keep it off your books? Great. So do we.
So do we.
Everybody wins. Yeah, so manscaped.com, promo code CATS20. Buy something, why not? And we'll all hope for the best, because we are optimists. That was the ad read.
Good. Perfect. You got
Any other things?
You got a Cameo.
I do got a Cameo, cameo.com/scoot. Easy.
Hey, you know things that should have been brought to your attention yesterday?
Yes.
You know, like we always say to send the money for the podcast to paypal.me/NotScottHenson.
Yes.
You know, this entire time I've had a PayPal and I just have never said it. Like it came up for something and I was like, yeah, I don't know why.
I also have PayPal.
Yeah.
I think it's better that I control your finances.
That's
though.
fair.
Yeah.
But if you want to send me money without Scott knowing,
If you want to send Drew secret money,
paypal.me/SarenSoftPaws.
oh, nice.
Yeah. But I've had it the whole time. I've had a PayPal for, like, how long has PayPal been around?
I mean, a long time.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
And I'm just like, no, I don't need to say it. Scott's saying his, I'll just let him say his.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, if you want to give me secret money that I don't tell Scott about, you can always send it to that.
There you go.
Or I'll tell Scott and I'll feel guilty. I think. I think I would genuinely feel guilty if people were just sending me money, just like if people were just sending you money.
Yeah.
Anyways, is that it? Are we done with all the things?
We're done with the podcast? Yeah.
Okay, good.
Let's go get noodles.
Let's get the fuck out of here. So
You got some notes.
I did listen to Scott's podcast of the Q&A, like I promised him I would. Except,
I didn't make you
Except
promise.
for I still think I have like 40 minutes left in it.
Oh, so
It's long. It's long. But I wrote notes for what I've heard already. Where did I put my phone? Okay. So I just wanted to touch on a couple things on some notes. I'm just going to rattle these off and you can respond to them if you want or not. I enjoyed Pedo Jerry Seinfeld. You should do that more.
Was that with the answer to what's the deal with airline food?
And you did it twice. Because one was picking up your girl. You can't be on a plane because you have to go pick up your girlfriend from high school. And then there was another one later on.
Yeah.
I like both of them. You should do it more.
Thank you.
I will not be making that chicken for you because I don't remember how to make it.
Aw.
Because I haven't made it in like 10 years. I'll try and figure it out. It's very good.
I mean, it sounds good.
There was I don't remember the context of it, but you said whether you're a male or a female or both, and I said or neither. Scott, what are you trying to alienate some people that listen to this podcast?
Alienate the non-genders?
The non-genders. What
was the context? I was saying who I would fuck.
I don't remember.
Or who I would not fuck. I will not fuck you if you're a male, if you're a female, if you're both.
No, I think it was something like whether you identify as a male or whether you have the sexual or reproductive organs of a male, a female, or both. And I said, or neither.
True.
What if you're a Ken doll?
What if you're smooth down there?
Yeah. You had a hypothetical surgery question you needed to ask me that you forgot about.
Yeah. It's a weird one.
Your
right?
argument was good though, because like the back is nice.
The back is
because
interesting.
you get a tail.
Yeah.
But I still think you go bottom.
Bottom, right?
I think because you get big old beans.
Yeah.
Right, with big claws.
Yeah, and bottom including tail, right?
Yeah, and you get a fucking tail. Right?
Yeah.
Like if you go waist down, you get a barbed dick, big old beans, and a tail.
Yeah.
I think that's the way
I think that's the way to go.
Although front and back is interesting because like you're right, like having like a furry muscular back with a tail is pretty cool.
It's interesting. Yeah.
But like I don't know, the back of your arm is furry, but the front of your arm is human.
I gave the caveat that I would at least want like not a hard line between the two,
like kind
and
of
like a smooth
where
tapering.
Fur goes. Yeah. I agree with that, but yeah, I think bottom is the way
half,
to go.
sort of cat satyr.
Yeah. Fucking why do bulls and dogs get all the big things
and
like
goats
and horses?
Yeah.
Fuck them. More cats.
More cats in all realms of Anthronus.
I wrote. I just said that even though I sent you this off pod, next time we should do the Newlywed Game.
Yes,
as I feel like that will be pretty fun for everybody to listen.
Yeah, we got two game shows in the pipe. Newlywed Game and Is Scott Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yeah. I said that I empathize with your admission of people pleasing. I empathize with that a lot. I feel like I also try to do that too much, and especially when it's because most of the people I think we interact with for the pod that like send us DMs or communicate with us on the YouTube and stuff are the people we actually want to talk to. But I feel like I do that even with the people I don't necessarily want to interact with.
I definitely do.
I feel like we're very similar minds to that, where it's like I don't want to be a jerk to this person, but I also don't really want to talk to them.
And like it's It's a lot of people. It's really a lot of people.
Yeah. But like, I think you can probably tell, like, if you're a listener and you've DM'd or like YouTube comments, I think you can tell the difference, because if I'm like not just responding with just straightforward answers, if there's like more cadence, like
some thought into the answers,
or like if I'm doing like ha-has or like using emojis and stuff, then that's more of an actual like interaction with you as a person, as opposed to
and not just
responding to somebody that I don't know who they...
Stimulus response.
Yeah. A note from me to you. Sure were a lot of clicky clicks going on with your...
I heard it. I think I wasn't even doing anything on the computer. I think I was just like nervously...
Well, some of it, I think you were looking up things.
Some was, but not as many as the clicks would. Okay. Like, some of the clicks obviously were for stuff that I was looking up, but a lot of it was just like dragging a window across the screen, just like for something.
For some reason, it was very prominent.
It was.
You could really hear it. And I was like, what is he like? Is he writing an essay?
Yeah.
Or like typing up all of your answers? Like,
I heard it afterwards. I'm like, oh, I'm really doing a lot of clicking.
It was very, very distracting.
Yeah. I shouldn't be allowed to just talk in front of a computer, because I feel like I need to like occupy the rest of my body while I'm talking.
Sure. Yeah. I tried not to, but I was also looking stuff up on here a lot too, and I guess just my microphone, well, it's a laptop, so it's not as loud.
It was like the computer version of restless leg syndrome. But I was probably also bouncing my leg at the same time.
Yeah, probably. Oh, well, all the caffeine you'd had, all your Mountain Dew Code Dark.
Yeah, I was drinking a Code Dark. That's right. My first Canadian Code Dark. They're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to change my deal breaker answer. Because I forgot that number one and will never happen again is cigarette smokers. I'm never doing that again.
Okay.
I liked... I wish I'd written down what the actual... I
can find the question.
I liked the advice you gave on the wanting to be or what person wanting to become a wrestler would need to know of the... pick and choose who you're listening to, like, just because somebody's wrestled for a long time or has been around for a long time doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Because we've been around a lot of people who have been wrestling as long as us, if not longer, and they don't know anything.
Shit. They're worse wrestlers.
Or they're liars. They're just straight up liars. But yes, Coach is the main one, but there's other people that...
For sure.
There's other people that maybe we don't even, like, dislike.
Yeah.
But it's just, like, you're not, like, a person who should really be giving in...
You're a 20-year local vet who's never
gone anywhere, never tried anything different. Like, you're an 80s style heel or face who does one big move and that's it. And that's your finisher or something.
Chris Rysack.
Sure, yeah. He's an example for sure. Yeah. But yeah, there's lots of guys that they can be booked on every local show.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean shit. That means they either kiss ass, right? Or
they're just there. They just have tenure, basically.
Yeah, they've been showing up for years, and the person in charge, like...
And they're a nice enough guy, and they're competent at wrestling, but nothing beyond that.
But I think find the people at the shows you're at, or the people at training that you're interacting with, who when you watch their matches in ring... they're doing different matches every night.
They're doing something interesting.
That's a real important thing to do, is when you see that, okay, this guy wrestles every single show, he's wrestling different people every show, so he adapts to his... Oh,
it's
fine. And you broke it.
Did I?
No. And he adapts to... Or he or she. I shouldn't say exclusively he.
I'm sorry.
Unless there's Japanese women on the show.
Unless we're in Japan, then maybe
if Mako Satomura's on the show, then you fucking pay attention to it.
Sure.
But if they're in the ring with different people every single time and they're adjusting their style or their match to the other person, that's somebody that you should be learning from.
Yeah.
If
they do different cat stuff with every opponent.
Yeah, which we do.
Which we do.
We don't always do the same
we
stuff.
don't.
Sometimes it's more comical, and sometimes it's just meaner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then if you see the guy who's wrestling different people every show, and the match is the other person has to adapt to what that guy does,
yeah.
and then they're doing that every single match, that's probably not the person you want to be
like,
learning how to be you can learn the basics, sure, but that's not the person that you should be idolizing or following around or seeking out for advice.
Yeah.
Like, there are lots of people who are more suited to like the modern style of wrestling as opposed to have stopped watching wrestling in the Attitude Era, and that's how they know wrestling. So I thought that was a really good piece of advice.
Thanks.
And then I'm gonna dispute your claim that Bill Murray being in a movie would get your butt in a seat. How many Bill Murray movies
Garfield,
of the last like 10 years have you actually gone and seen?
Monuments Men.
Is he in Monuments Men?
Yeah.
I've seen it and I do not remember.
St. Vincent.
St. Vincent is not bad.
Zombieland.
Not bad. Zombieland 2. Oh, he's not in that.
I don't think he's in that.
I mean, I will tell you right
Ghostbusters Afterlife. There's a recent one.
I will tell you right now how wrong you are about your. I will see every movie he's in.
I don't think I would do that for anyone.
Probably not.
I would do it for directors, not actors.
Did you see Sofia Coppola's On the Rocks?
No, I've.
Did you see The Dead Don't Die?
No, because I heard it was bad.
It is bad. Did you see The Jungle Book?
Yes.
Did you see Rock the Casbah?
I saw The Jungle Book at the theater with my family.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you see Rock the Casbah?
Nope.
Did you see Aloha?
Nope.
Well, then you're not going to see Hyde Park on Hudson.
Heard of it.
Didn't see it. But yeah, I mean, sure. But when he said that, I was like, I think he means a reviewing of any movie pre 2002 that's not Wes Anderson.
Yeah, if they put Caddyshack back in the theaters, I'll go watch Caddyshack.
Yeah, I think you're like me though. I think it's more directors.
It's directors.
Than actors. Yeah, it's way more about who's making the movie than who's in the movie.
Yeah. Also, the fucking cast on the new Wes Anderson.
Oh, fucking great. Great. And, you're gonna throw fucking Tom Hanks in there as well.
I was gonna say, like everyone who's ever been in a Wes Anderson movie, plus Tom Hanks, plus
on-screen Bryan Cranston, because he was just a voice before.
He's only a dog.
Yeah.
On-screen Margot Robbie.
Harvey Keitel's not in it, right?
I don't
think Harvey's in it, and obviously Bruce Wilson's in it because he can't do acting anymore.
He's busy.
And also, he's a jerk. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
I love it. But I mean...
And did you see the runtime?
98 minutes.
104 minutes.
Pretty close.
Hour 44.
You know who gets it?
Wes.
Wes gets it.
Yep.
Wesley Anderson.
You know what? I'm moving him up to the number 2 Anderson director.
Bold choice. I'll allow it.
Paul W.S.
I was to say the good Paul.
Yeah.
Then Wes. Then the bad Paul
Thomas. It's made like 4 of my favorite movies of all time.
Then I have two notes left. One is just me stating for a fact that Mike wasn't my friend. He was Kelly's friend, and I just sort of became acquainted
so you
with
just
Mike.
Want that on the record?
On the record, I am not friends with Red Money.
Okay.
And then I was going to call you out for forgetting the TF in Hellboy.
Yes.
Which is the only good thing about Hellboy.
Oh no, it's very much a bad movie. Otherwise, yeah. Yeah, I blanked on TFs. Did I mention much besides like American Werewolf in London?
You did.
I guess a few.
Yeah, you had some other ones, like some TV shows that have good ones.
Oh yeah. Being Human has some.
Being Human was one of
some
them.
Pretty good ones. Yeah.
Did you maybe mention what's the werewolf one? Not Teen Wolf. Wayward Pines.
No, that was a Matt Dillon horror show. Hemlock
Grove.
I don't think.
No?
I think those are skin rippy ones, and I don't like those.
Yeah, I don't like those either.
Yeah, too gross.
Although there's great skin rippy ones in Trick or Treat, That one's pretty great.
Yeah.
That one's pretty fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Those-
but yeah, the
those are
Jaguar TF in
Jaguar in
Neil
David,
Marshall's
Neil Marshall
Mirror Marshall's.
David Harbour Hellboy. Shit movie.
Yeah.
Great. Daniel Day Kim. Daniel Day Kim as
Jin from Lost.
Jin from Lost.
Jin is the woman.
Son.
No, Son is the
Son's a woman. He's
Son's
Jin.
a woman. Jin from Lost. Yeah. Well, yeah. Then the movie that legitimately ruined Neil Marshall's career.
Yeah.
Made three amazing indie movie, like his own indie movies, gets given a budget. The studio's like, no. We're not letting you direct your movie. You're directing our
Neil,
movie.
you get one scene to do yourself.
Yeah.
And it was that scene, and it was perfect.
And it's perfect. If it was the rest of the movie,
else was dog
if the rest of the movie was just Jaguar TF,
oh my god,
it's the greatest movie of all time.
You kidding me?
But too bad. Well, good thing the second half of this episode, we're also going to talk about a disaster, a movie that it is a disaster to make, which is one of my favorite types of movies of all time.
Yes.
I love ones that are production nightmares.
They're fun.
Because there's so many great stories from it.
And even not knowing some of the stories, you can just watch and say, oh, this could have been a real pain in the ass.
You're like, this is a challenge. For sure, this is a challenge.
Yeah.
So I do have 40 minutes left, so when I listen to those 40 minutes, maybe next episode there might be more notes.
Excellent.
But those are the notes that I had for now.
Very good. So I omitted the new Hellboy Jaguar TF. Very good.
Big omission.
Only from the trailer, that new-ish, I think 2022, that Indian werewolf movie.
Oh, yeah.
Bediya, Bhediya.
Yeah.
Awesome fucking tail burst in the trailer. It looks great. So, I don't know. Check that out.
And don't forget
And Jumanji, yeah.
just with the tail.
Two good, and also I love a slow burn TF because that's what Jumanji was. It was like
Very
slow progression
progressive.
over time, and also same with Ginger Snaps.
Yes.
Except the absolutely shitty final result. But literally everything till the last scene, awesome.
Perfect. Yeah. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else from your? And I the only other thing too is that I mentioned it to you, and then you said it in your episode as when we were talking about favorite Japanese wrestlers. How I completely fucking forgot about Shingo Takagi, who's literally like one of the best wrestlers in the world, and also Nakajima. I don't know how I didn't. He's literally one of my favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
But it was 3 hours in, and I did it all as
You're
one
not gonna
take.
remember everyone.
I was very exhausted. That was one that I wish I had taken more time on.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Garfield Von Kaiser, who hit me up on Twitter after the episode and said, "Hey, send me all of the wrestling themes that you like." And I was like,
"Sweet."
But then I was like, "Hey, I'm at work. I'll tell you when I get back." And then I said, "Be prepared. Wrestling theme autism is one of my autisms." So I said, "I'm gonna make you a list. I'm just gonna send you YouTube links." So I sent WWF links, then WCW links, then like the mid 2000s to early 2010s WWE, and then I said, if that's enough, I'll stop here. If you want more, I'll do.
I got you
I'll
covered.
do TNA, all of the Japan stuff.
Yeah.
AEW, and then like the random other things and current WWE. And he was like, "Man, I watched wrestling until like," he said, I think he said the end of the Bret Hart era, so he like knows all of the early themes. Then we went back and forth on like talking about other themes, and did I save it all as a file and I can send it to anyone? Yes. So if you want a full list of me sending all of my favorite wrestling themes,
hit him up.
Hit me up on Twitter and I'll send it to you. It is longer than I wanted it to be. But that's my autism. Does it include Marty Scurll's theme? Yes, it does.
Why wouldn't it?
Cool guy. Anyways.
Also your list of cool guys.
Cool guys. Marty Scurll, done. Number one. Not like I
coolest guy.
Not like I based my entire heel gimmick off of him, only for him to then, I don't know, be a predator. Much
and
like everybody else in wrestling.
Because it's not like that one just happened when he got canceled. It happened years ago. He was always a predator the whole time you were
Yep.
doing him.
That's why I aligned myself with him.
Very exciting.
Be a predator. Find a predator. I don't know. Is that I was a predator, so I found a predator? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Adult predator finder.
Ooh, like adult friend finder.
Yeah.
But you just find other child molesters.
Other like-minded child molesters.
I guess that's kind of what those.
I guess that's kind of what Minecraft YouTube is.
I was gonna say that's kind of like the registered sex offender database.
Yeah.
Where it's like shows you all the dots.
Yeah.
So that you can just go to somebody's
Hey,
house and be
friends.
like, "Hey man, you too? Nice. High
Nice.
five."
Nice. You want to do something?
That's a good way. That's a good way to get a collective organization
Yeah.
of other child predators in your neighborhood. Like, listen, we got to band together. At least they're gonna come for us.
We got to unionize.
You unionize sexual predators.
Let's call it the Union of People You Oughta Respect, or Up Yours.
God, is
Remember
that
that
from
bull?
something?
That was a WWF stable.
Really?
Yes.
Union of? I don't remember that.
Foley,
Oh, the Union.
the Union.
Ah,
It was Up
I
Yours.
never
Union of People You Oughta Respect.
never put that together.
U for Union, no of, P for People.
What, they don't spell of UV?
No. Y for you, OU for oughta, and RS for respect. It was a stretch, but that was the name of it.
That's pretty awesome.
Foley, Big Show, Test, Shamrock.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they lasted all of like
6 weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say a month.
I might be being generous
Yeah.
with 6 weeks.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah. Good stuff. Strong. Yeah.
I don't know. That's all the notes I had.
That's yeah. I had a couple. I remembered one thing I forgot, which was in remaking stuff. This was an idea that we came up with when we watched Black Books in England in 2008, and would still work now, 15 years later. American remake of Black Books.
With Dylan doing an American accent.
I mean, that'd be fun. Matthew Perry as Dylan Moran.
Okay.
Zach Galifianakis as Bill
Hater.
Burr.
Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey. Jesus Christ. Bill Bailey and Maria Bamford as Tamsin Greig. I can pull Tamsin Greig,
But not Bill
but I
Bailey.
can't pull Bill Bailey. That's what.
don't know.
There's no accounting for my brain injuries. But yeah, I think that would have worked great in 2008 and still now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a weird statement to make.
Hit it.
I think I would have sex with Tamsin Greig.
I would also
though
oddly
she-
have sex with Tamsin Greig.
Even though she's
not conventionally
no,
attractive.
But there's something about her. I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't
I like her.
describe it. It's her and Sue Perkins.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But
I like Sue. Yeah, I
can't explain it.
Similar-ish vibe between the two.
yeah, short hair,
short hair.
very British looking face.
Yep,
But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in. Ever since I saw those Sue Perkins nudes, I'm like, I'm all for it. What was Tamsin Greig in that I
Black Books.
like? No, something later.
Yeah, she's done other stuff, mostly British.
Yeah, she's in a comedy. Oh, duh, she's in Episodes.
Ah,
She's one of the two leads in Episodes.
there you go.
Very good. Have you seen it?
With Matt LeBlanc,
Yeah.
who was in Friends with Matthew Perry, who should be in the American remake of Black Books.
Yeah.
You see?
Have you seen Episodes?
I've seen some.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
haven't.
I like
Did they do a big gap and then do another
Yeah.
season?
It was
A big gap between like 4 and 5?
yeah, 4. Let me see. 3.
Something like that.
Yeah, so like season 1 was 2011. Season 2 was 2012.
So far, so good.
Then season 3
2013?
was 2014.
Okay, took a little break.
Season 4 was 2015.
Yeah.
To 16 or just 15? Just 15. And then 5 was 2017.
Okay.
So they took 2 short breaks.
All right. And that's all right. 5
And then that's
total.
it, yeah. 5 seasons and no movie.
The Dream.
Dream.
Yeah, I probably watched season 1 and liked it, but didn't stick with it. So maybe I will go back to it after I watch all of SVU and Star Trek: The Next Generation. Speaking of
You know what? Do Deep Space Nine while you're at it. It's also pretty good.
Yeah, I think it is. Speaking of SVU, I think that was a glaring omission from our Vegas report.
Oh, yeah.
And how that we forgot that the USA Network plays SVU 24 hours a day. So whenever you're like between activities and back at the hotel, it's SVU time, baby.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and like there's some. I mean, most of them are some pretty bonkers episodes that we got to enjoy. That was nice, and also kind of made us think that maybe next season might be SVU.
The SVU season? Yeah, maybe.
That's in the discussion. And then I think the only other thing missing from the Vegas report was a pretty sick array of custom license plates at the con.
Yes!
There were some good ones.
There were some real good ones.
There was a Subaru.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
We should have taken pictures.
I know. There were some very. E621. Just straight up respect on that one. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, check out e621.net and thank me later. I think there's one that just said like Red Fox, but not the guy from the Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
But yeah, the amount and quality of them. I was very impressed because custom license plate are a commitment.
They are
not just a financial one, but like that's what your car says all the time.
And then you got to explain it to everybody.
Yeah. Although I guess if when you've got the custom license plate and then I don't know 100 various furry and pride flag stickers all over the back of your car, it's,
everywhere.
You're not worried about attention anymore. At that point, you've sort of committed.
You don't care. Yeah. Well, that is the one thing I will say about nerdy furries is that like they don't, as much as they're like sometimes socially awkward and like weird, they also just like are fully like, this is me,
they're in. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Respect.
End of statement. We are done.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Yeah, I love the insane cars at any parked at any con. There's always good stuff to be found.
Yeah. Just every sticker you can think of, like it's crazy.
And speaking of gay furries, I had confirmation
Manuel
via. Oh yeah, like our friend was at the con and we didn't even know.
He sent me a message on Telegram. He's like, damn, I'm disappointed I missed you at the con. And I'm like, hey, good news. It was my first and last con. I'm like, I'm not going to another one. And he laughed and he goes, yeah, I can see that.
It's like, yeah, you can find me at not the next con.
Not the next con. I mean, unless it's at a cool place, and then I'll just hang out at the cool place.
Yeah. Yeah, so confirmation via a YouTube comment that Scruff is in fact a gay dating app.
Nice. Scruff gay dating app.
Yeah, so I wonder if
look at that.
Is it just gay or is it like a specific thing?
Let me see here.
I wonder.
Scruff is an international social application for men seeking men that runs on iOS.
Oh, so it's dudes only. I mean, I guess all gay dating apps are dudes only.
Let's see. Does it give you safety and awareness, security, operations, features?
Just download it.
The travel-focused venture service allows users to explore popular travel destinations,
cruising heavily
around the world, meet up with other users, RSVP to local events, and search for accommodations. The Woof option, again, big dog, god damn it. Options enables members to express interest by woofing at another member as an alternate choice to directly messaging them. The stealth mode feature uses GPS to hide a user's location if a member chooses that option for privacy or protection. Match and Insight allows users to see statistics based on a certain user's responsiveness towards other communities within the app.
Woof.
The company unveiled an ad campaign on a billboard just outside Super Bowl XLIX that read,
Hell yeah.
"Play on our team," to encourage acceptance of gay professional athletes. The founder was a featured guest on season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Official sponsor of the podcast.
Official sponsor of the podcast.
Scruff.
Yeah, I think it's a gay dating app. I don't think it's a gay hookup app. I don't think it's like Grindr or Growler or Whaler or Sailor. What if Sailor was one?
It's just for the Navy.
But I think it's really funny that you can just throw out a random term
and you might
be right.
Yeah.
Like, I just threw out scruff as a word. And
amazing.
Who would have guessed?
You nailed it. Very exciting.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. It's founded in 2010, so it's been around for a while.
Way to go, Scruff.
Live streaming trivia game show that it hosts. You can compete for cash prizes by answering LGBT plus theme pop culture and history questions. You can also view and send woof notifications. Cool. I don't want a woof. I would like to purr. Can I send a purr, please?
I would love to send a purr. None of this woofing.
I'll send a pervert.
Is that all the things I had?
How about Furzu? Is that a thing?
That rings a bell.
I just typed in gay furry dating app and it gave me Furzu.
I feel like I've heard of Furzu.
Ferzu, presented by Grokio.
Oh, I thought it was Furz. Oh. Yeah, because the one app is dead. Howler is dead.
Boo.
But I think there's other ones.
Well, wasn't there one that you had for like 30 seconds and the only person near you was like some...
That was Howler.
Was that Howler? Yeah, okay. And then you were like, oh, I'm not interested in this.
Yeah.
Furzu says that it's got news for the furry fandom. It's a furry dating and social networking app. It's a powerful search engine to help you find anthro friends and dates.
Okay.
Meet furries near you, furry chat and furry messaging, a customized site experience, a furry app for iPhone and Android, and Your Privacy Matters.
I'll look into it.
And it's on Google Play and the App Store.
I have
the Apple
one
App
of those.
Store. And yeah. Cool. Ooh, events. Oh, there's 0 upcoming events according to this.
Shit.
But it does have a furry fandom FAQ. So you can look up, I don't know.
What frequently asked questions. What's wrong with me?
Why am I like
Why
this?
am I like this? Who did this?
Why are
to
so
me?
many other people like this?
Yeah. What is going on?
Well, who do you think you are? And then somebody asked me at work if I had ever done one of the like Fursona like quizzes to see. And I was too afraid to do it because what if I get like a scaly? But then I was like, I looked one up and like, well, the questions are so obviously directed that you could just pick.
You can just do it, yeah.
So, like one of them, like, do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert? I'm sure a lot of people are going to choose introvert.
Except my absolute least favorite archetype of person in the world, which unfortunately there are a number of furries. The confident nerd.
Yeah.
Don't.
I mean, that's both of us, you
but not
jerk.
like I don't know, the confident autistic person. Again, that's both of us. But you know the kind of person I'm like a severe nerd.
Yeah.
Who's just like out there. I'm like, no, you should be at home.
You should never leave the house.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, this question is, how often do you get out of the house?
Nice.
Every day / night, about 50-50, a few times a month, almost every day night, a few times each week, maybe once or twice a year.
Nice.
Is the option.
That's my guy.
I guess I get out every day because I go to work.
Sure.
How many friends do you say you have? 50 plus? 20 to 49? 10 to 19, 7 to 9,
Keep going.
4 to 6, 2 to 3, 1,
and
0.
0. Yeah.
You know what? I want to redo this, and I want to give all the sad answers to see what the
what
first
that
one
makes
is.
you?
Now, first question. Firstly, you consider yourself to be more feminine, masculine, neutral? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know?
Or I feel like I don't know answers don't like give you don't point anywhere for data.
So do we do
Neutral?
Neutral. Okay, neutral.
I got both
Do
parts.
you consider yourself introvert or an extrovert? Introvert, extrovert, middle ground, or it depends on the situation?
Yeah, that's like an I don't know that. Go introvert.
Introvert? Okay.
Yeah. Look, if we don't leave the house and we have no friends, we're probably an introvert.
That's true. How do you often greet / act around new people?
I've never met
Aggressive and defensive until they seem cool enough to keep talking to.
Okay.
Very quiet. I might not even reply when they talk to me.
Okay.
Confident, smiling, and polite. Confident, laughing, and joking around. Slightly defensive, but I will still be nice to them until I know them better. Or shy and quiet, I'll be as polite as I can to them.
The not even answer one.
Then how often you get out of the house? Well, we'll go with maybe once or twice a year. And then we'll go 0 friends.
0 friends.
What's your opinion of food? I would marry food if I could. Food is amazing, but it hurts when I eat too much. I love food, but I know to be careful and not eat too much. I love food, but I know to be careful around what I eat and how much of it. Food's okay. I need it to live, I guess. Food burns my insides.
Either the first or last.
So marry or it hurts.
Marry or it hurts.
I mean, I think you might get the same result from both. I'm going to go marry.
Sure.
I'm going to go marry. That sounds sadder. Do you collect anything? Collect anything? No. Do books count? Comics / manga, maybe some models of anime characters, models and statues of monsters, dragons, or animals. I collect game cards, Pokemon, etc. I collect various animal bones and keep live pet insects. And one time I found an owl pellet that was awesome. That's the answer,
That's
right?
the guy. Yeah, that's for sure the guy.
How are you with technology? Do you like it? Are you good at handling it? I hate all that stuff. I leave that to other people. I can manage it, but I sometimes...
I'm chief IT officer for Cisco Systems.
I can manage it, but I sometimes have to ask for help with things. Pretty much average. I think I know how to use everything, but I can't do anything complex. I'm pretty interested in the idea of hacking and learning some more complex computer talk. I know a lot. Some might call me a nerd, but I bet they would be jealous if they knew what I could do. And that's the one.
Yeah.
What are your religious views? I believe in God and follow the teachings. I believe in God, but I don't go to a place of worship, and I try my best to follow his teachings. There's probably a God, but I'm more open-minded about the idea. My mind is open to anything. I don't believe in God. I believe in something else. I'm an atheist. I feel like atheist is the right answer, right?
Yeah.
Or I don't believe in God.
I believe in something else than God.
What is your favorite color?
Black.
Black is an option, even though it's not a color. One of your family members is in trouble. How would you help them?
I haven't spoken to my family in 6 years.
I hope that's an answer.
Yeah.
That's none of my business. Meaning the quiz, I guess. I'll try my best to sort out their issues. I don't know exactly. We both will ask for help from others. Who cares? I'll talk to them and listen to their issues first. I'll sort out their problems.
Who cares?
Yeah. One word that best describes you. Brave, optimist, wise, shy, funny.
Shy.
Shy. That's the last question. And we are...
What are we?
We're a gray wolf.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
That's not...
No.
No. I was...
Shut up.
I was
Fuck
hoping
you.
for, like... A
Gay
gecko.
sloth.
I was gonna say sloth, yeah. But like something stupid, like
Yeah.
boo,
Boo.
gray wolf.
Shit
From
quiz.
the options that you've picked, I can say that the animal which suits your persona is the gray whale. You're highly intelligent.
You said gray whale, by the way.
Gray wolf.
Gray whale would be a better answer.
You're highly intelligent, caring, and devoted to your family.
We said
even though none
No.
of those questions would imply. Also, you have 0 friends, and wolves hunt in packs. Fuck this quiz.
I hope no matter what you answer, it
It's
gives
just
you
great.
gray wolf.
This website is owned and operated by Big Dog.
Yeah.
Fuckers, they got us.
What kind of gray wolf furry are you? That's disappointing. I'm pissed.
Bart, I'm pissed.
What else is going on?
I don't know. Is that it? Is that it?
I guess that's it.
We're an hour and 8 in, so
It's not bad.
We're fine. Although we gotta need to get all the good stuff out now, because later is gonna be a shit show.
Look, later, part 2, we're going to do 4 movies and shows. It's going to be great. We're going to have full energy. And I think part 2 is going to be even better than part 1. Your thoughts?
I agree.
Good.
I also just saw the SATs do something wild at GCW.
Nice.
Hold on, let it reset.
Let's have a look. Wow.
That's crazy. Look at how fat Joel is.
I love them. I love they're still doing stuff.
Yeah, but only recently.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of took 10 years off.
They took 10 years off because they were both getting fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing else other than just get into the goods, so... Oh! Is that today? No, that can't be today. Anyways, continue with your thoughts, Scott.
What have you found?
Give me a second, I'm looking it up. I'm looking up my favorite MMA company, KSW.
Ooh.
Because I believe...
Polish Freak Fights.
Polish Freak Fights. If I could speak Polish, I would tell you what it stands for, but Polish is a stupid language.
It is.
Konfrontacja Stuk Walki is what it stands for. Whatever that means. I don't think it's today, though. What's the date? I'm going the opposite way. What's the top one? May?
Right month.
I don't know. It doesn't tell me. Okay, it's KS... but I gotta say it like the announcer guy. KSW! Is it 89? It's 88.
KSW 1488? Good. That's my favorite show.
Because I think... No, I don't want Bushido. I want fucking KSW.
KSW.
I think Mariusz Pudzianowski's fighting again, even though even though he shouldn't be.
Don't tell him how to live his life.
I'm not going to tell him how to live his life. He's the GOAT.
He's perfect.
He's the world's strongest man.
Yeah. He's an absolute freak monster.
He's a complete freak monster. Who is like a god in Poland. Mm-hmm. And is 46 years old and started MMA fighting at like 39. After winning every world's strongest championships.
The perfect time to get into competitive fighting.
I mean, I think he's probably a bajillionaire. I bet you his net worth is disgusting.
Can you imagine how much trash Polish pussy he gets?
So much. But I bet you like young trash pussy. Mm-hmm. How many did he win? 1, 2... He won 5 World's Strongest Mans.
Wow.
02, 03, 05, 07, 08. And then we're not up in the world of World's Strongest Man. I used to pay a lot of attention during the Magnus Magnuson years. And then, I know who Brian Shaw is. But there's a Lithuanian guy, Zydrunas Savickas.
Nice.
Who has won... He's won 4 times. And he's come second 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So 10 times he's either been the 1 or 2 world's strongest man. That's wild.
It's not bad. He's the Cleveland Cavaliers, of world's strongest men.
Did you know the current world's strongest man is Canadian?
Nice. Is it me?
Mitchell Hopper. Is that what your name is? Is that your legal government name? Mitchell
I don't
Hopper?
know. Did you see me fireman's carry Malik Mello?
I did. And you hurt your back, so...
Shut up. How about shut up?
How about you suck my butt? Anyways, that's all the information I had.
All right.
I thought he was fighting today. Turns out it's not today, so...
It's a good story.
In other words, I would have kicked you out. Or I would have turned the podcast off and we'd be watching KSW right now.
Yeah. KSW.
KSW.
All right, I'll talk about stuff.
Nah.
No?
Yeah, let's get to it. I'm also hungry because I haven't eaten because I'm pacing myself
You're doing the right thing. I've also not eaten.
It's tomorrow night.
Okay. Well, everyone listening, get hyped for
something that happened
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Check it out on demand. Probably, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know where it is. It's on Fight Network in Canada, but I usually only see the highlights on Twitter, and then that's how I watch a lot of it. So
yeah.
Freak fights, baby.
They're the best.
Would you like to talk about maybe one of the saddest, most depressing movies I've ever seen?
It's pretty sad.
But also one of the best movies I think we've reviewed on the All Requests.
It's a really good movie.
You did see it previously?
I have not seen it.
Okay, I thought you'd seen it previously.
No, it was. Yeah,
I thought it was one of those ones where they were paying for me to see this for the first time and you to see Puss in Boots for the first time.
No, this was new to me as of yesterday.
Was it in VIF or TIFF?
Probably.
Well, I thought maybe it was one of
Yeah.
your possibly seeing it and then not seeing it movies, and that's
It could have been something like that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
This was nominated for Best Foreign this year.
It was nominated for Best Foreign, and
As was the director's previous movie, Girl.
now looking back at it, probably should have won.
What did win?
The 95th Academy? No, 96th Academy Awards. I don't know. Argentina, 1985.
Was it?
No, that one.
Oh wait, was it All Quiet? Because of course it was.
It was All Quiet.
Yeah, duh.
I'm gonna say this should have won.
This
was a better movie than All Quiet.
I would take this over All Quiet. All Quiet was good, but like
but it was very much acceptable, but not the right winner. When we go back and rebook this, shit. When we fix this Oscars, we'll make sure that Close wins. Oh shit, we already did.
We've already done that. We should have watched Close.
It was All Quiet on the Western Front. Argentina,
should we go back and fix our Oscars
and
give
to fix that one?
Give everything to Close. Picture, director.
I mean, the main kid was pretty good.
He was good.
He was really good for being a kid.
Yeah.
And it's his first movie.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, the other kid was fine. Obviously, spoiler alert, he's not in it all the time.
He's not in the whole movie.
But yeah, what was his name? Eden Dambreen, I think his name is.
Oh, the kid?
Eden Dambreen.
Yeah.
He was very good.
Did a good job.
For a kid actor in your first movie.
Yeah, obviously a very good director.
Yeah, even though I didn't see Girl. Have you seen Girl?
I have not. He was trans.
Well, that shouldn't deter you, Scott. Transsexual, not trans species.
I love it. We gotta bring transsexual back.
I did not see Girl.
I didn't either.
2018.
I have no problem with the trans part. It's the ballet I don't like.
I thought it was because it was boy to girl and not girl to cat.
I mean, that's a billion times better trans. So that would have got. I would have looked past the ballet if it was that kind of trans.
If it was a boy turning into a cat doing ballet,
yes,
it would be getting your Pulitzer Prize.
Probably. I have been awarding Pulitzer Prizes lately. Yeah. I gave one to the Boston Globe for keeping their mouths shut about the church lately and not lip it off like they did in the 90s.
Oh, Girls on Netflix. Well,
there you go.
Maybe I'll watch it.
How about Girl Interrupted?
I've seen it.
Is that when you... Is that when you stop taking the hormones partway through?
Where you give up before the surgery?
That makes me happy. That's just good, clean fun.
That is good, clean fun. Who's that hurting?
Nobody.
Nobody, because they stopped taking the hormones. It's not hurting anybody.
That's getting me good.
Oh, that's very good.
Hey, Belgium, pick a lane, French or German, and there is a right answer.
Can't do it.
The answer's German.
Well, there. Not to get geopolitical here with you, Scott, but did you know there's actually
don't. If you say Flemish, I am going to jump across the room.
That is not what I was going to say.
Okay.
That there's actually like a massive divide within Belgium about separating into two countries.
Interesting.
Because
German and French Belgians.
Because they're
the Flemish can go fuck themselves.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Or like the Flemish would just join the Netherlands.
They have to pick a lane.
They have to pick a lane. Yeah. But it's because like it's very much like Canada and Quebec. Like it's two very distinct, separate cultures, languages, like. And like the French people think the German people are scum, and and the German people think the French people are scum. And only one of them is right.
One's right. I like a country that just decides not to have its own culture and just have the cultures of its two bordering countries.
Yeah,
we're gonna be French,
but I mean it's also
like we're not gonna
Switzerland too.
Switzerland,
right?
absolutely, yeah. Switzerland does 3. They do French, German, Italian.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting mix. But yeah, Belgium's like, no, we're not gonna be Belgian. We're gonna be some French and some German.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it separated.
Yeah,
they're gonna offspring it.
Of course.
It's a very big like hotly contested thing. Like they've had. Like no, I don't think they've actually had a vote, like a referendum vote on it.
But it's come
but
up.
It's been discussed quite a bit, and that there is talk that like the German part might just join Germany and be a part of Germany, or they would be their own separate country. I mean, isn't it wild that in 2023, being absorbed by Germany is maybe the best decision you can make?
Times change.
It's crazy.
Or the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Depending on how your outlook on it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Belgium, like pretty beautiful country.
Nice
Like,
country.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of like here, but
Yep.
nicer.
Sure.
Yeah, it was the backdrop for the movie is just it's beautiful. Everything about it, like the field.
So what? Like, do they work on a flower farm?
Yeah. They've got like their own lily field.
Yeah.
Because lilies are like a big thing in Belgium. Also, so is opium. So get the opium.
That's true. In Flanders Fields, the poppy
which
grow.
is
Between the crosses, row and row that mark our place, and in the sky, the birds still bravely singing fly.
Continue.
I'm surprised I got that far.
How many times have we had to say that? Like 30 times?
Like 30 times.
Yeah, I think it's as far as you got.
That's pretty good.
I don't remember it. It's been 20 years since I've had to do it. It's been. So either things are really drastically different in Belgium, like intelligence and educational wise, or being a child in 2022 is drastically different than being a child in, like, let's say 1992.
Because they're all wearing their backpacks at recess. I don't like that. Who's wearing their goddamn backpack at recess?
That was weird, but maybe they changed classrooms.
I don't know.
No, what I was saying is, like, they're having a sleepover where, like, the one kid is kind of like having like some kind of issue clearly, and the friend, the main kid, gives him like this incredibly like deep, thoughtful, philosophical advice. And it's like, oh, when I had sleepovers, it was like, hey, do you know who's an F slur? You're an F slur.
It's you.
Like, none of this like philosophical make your friends feel better. It's like, if you grow up to be gay, we're gonna bully you. Like, very drastically different.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's both being 30 years later and being Western Europe.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. It's a very nice film starting out, and then things get off track.
So, yeah, because I thought, just from the pictures I had seen, that it was about two boys being gay.
Falling in love. Yeah. That's also kind of what I thought it was.
Yeah.
And especially if you just read the tagline for it, you're kind of like, or like you like the brief synopsis of it, you're like, so
gay boys.
Everybody thinks they're gay, and they don't, like, we're not gay, but they're
gay.
But they're gay. Like, that's kind of what I thought it was.
Yeah. So I had all these like early questions in the earlier parts of the movie. I'm like, so this is a Western European movie that begins with two boys running through a field. I'm gonna watch them have sex later, aren't I? But then shortly after, when Leo, the main kid, is with like his friend and his mom, he's like blowing in his friend's mom's ear. I'm like, wait, are we doing a Kung Fu Master 2?
I also kind of thought that too, maybe.
Yeah.
That like that was gonna destroy their friendship, was they kind of wanted to fuck his mom. Which, to be honest, I would have fucked his mom.
I'd have fucked his mom.
She wasn't bad.
Yep.
But yeah,
I'd fucked his dad.
His dad was kind of a hunk too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of got that vibe a little bit.
Yeah.
That I was like,
I was wondering
something strange. And you know what?
What was going to happen?
Even after the inciting incident happened, I was still like, is this going to bring them closer together?
Yeah.
And then something weird's going to happen? I was going to say, I feel like I've seen the dad in another movie, but then I'm like, oh, do all Belgian men
think you might
look the same? No, I've definitely
have.
seen him in another movie. It is 2017's Revenge, and it's very, very insane.
Oh. Not to be confused with 2009 question marks Revanche
Revenge, no.
or the early 2010s television series Revenge.
No, it is not that, whatever you just said. Yeah, he's in Revenge, which is a very insane movie. And I highly recommend that anybody watch 2017's Revenge.
Nice. Does he get revenge?
He gets revenge on him. Done
gets
to
revenged.
him. He gets revenged for doing a rape. Or
not.
Setting up a rape.
I mean, I don't think...
I don't remember if his penis is involved or he gets his friend's penis involved.
I think if you just set it up, you shouldn't get in trouble.
That's an interesting stance, sir.
You didn't do it. Like, you hire a hitman, the hitman kills someone. What did you really do?
I guess. I think if...
Look, the law disagrees with me.
If you take the two pieces, put them together, and then just leave it up to those said pieces to do what nature has given you the opportunity to do.
Your hands are clean.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm a lawyer.
You know what? With that argument, I'd believe it. I'd let you defend me in a court of law.
I'm not a lawyer, but I wrote the LSAT and did well on it.
Okay.
Now, to be fair, the LSAT does not have legal questions on it. It's just like another SAT kind of. But I did well on that. So I think that basically makes me a lawyer. I think I was in the 91st percentile. Pretty good, honestly. If I wanted to do more school, I could have maybe done that. Okay. But also maybe not. I don't think my... I mean, I had like 0 school resume besides school itself. I didn't like do anything else. And also, I think my last year of university grades were not good because I did the absolute minimum just to pass and get my degree. Right. Because who am I trying to impress?
I don't know. No one?
No one. Yeah.
I'd let you defend me in a case where I fell in love with my son's friend and then accidentally led to him dying and then get off on a technicality.
Yeah.
I'd let you defend me on that.
I got you covered.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That was a Broadchurch reference, for anyone listening.
Then I'd fuck
Not
your
you, but...
Then I'd fuck your son.
Then I'd fuck your son. Or you'd fuck my son, is what you're saying.
Broadchurch is good, but I'm more of a Grace Point man myself.
No, you're not.
No?
No one
Nobody
was.
is?
No one was. That's why it was only one season.
And they
even though it was one of the same
actors, and they botched the ending. They did a different ending.
Did the American
because
ending.
People knew the ending of Broadchurch, so they had to do something different, and it made no sense.
Yeah.
Well, watch Broadchurch. It's great. That was one of my COVID watches. It was nice.
I watched it before COVID, but you can skip the third season. Watch 1 and 2, and then don't do 3.
Oh, third's like a totally different story, right?
And it's not even good.
Yeah,
it's like
it's whatever.
It's like meth heads or something, isn't it? I don't
remember. It's meth heads and trailers.
Meth heads and trailers.
Yeah,
as opposed to wanting to have sex with a boy and then killing him.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna do with the boy? Come on, that boy's a goddamn liability.
So we should we tell the story, I guess. It's
sure.
Two young boys who are 13?
I think they're 13. They look a little younger, but...
They look a little young, but...
Yeah, I believe that, because they...
That's something that you've never said before, but...
Because they just started high school, or middle school.
Whatever they call middle school in Belgium.
Yeah.
What's middle school in Belgian French?
A call...
Yeah, I know a call, but I don't know what middle is.
Moyenne?
Sure. But is that Quebec French or is that Belgian French?
I don't know. They taught us Quebec French because they don't want us to function in Europe.
Because they want everybody to be mad at us.
They want everyone. They want us to go to France and everyone call us stupid.
That's 100% what they want.
I hate it.
Yeah. So they're very close friends. they spend all their time together. They have like their imaginary playtime of being at war, running through fields, like sleepovers where they blow in each other's faces.
Same bed sleepover,
which is
nothing sexual.
No, but
just sharing a bed.
I don't think they would think it's sexual.
They don't.
But
they're just close.
It's
they're the that's why it's called that.
But they literally they're playful. They ride their bikes everywhere.
Yep.
They're literally like best friends. But it's more like being brothers.
Yeah.
Right. So
and one plays the oboe.
One plays the oboe.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know what oboe rhymes with? Hobo.
Double reed Wood Windsor for dorks.
Yeah. Well,
play a saxophone.
Speaks true to your heart there, cool guy.
I don't play the oboe.
No, I'm saying you're fucking Bill Clinton.
I am fucking
you're
Bill
a Clint
Clinton.
man.
I play the trumpet. I'm a brass man.
Brass. So they start middle school and it's like normal, right? Like they're just acting like normal, and everybody
they were kind of resting their heads on each other in class.
Yeah, that's and like sitting like right next to each other. But like,
how would you describe how they're sitting next to each other?
Indian style.
Close.
Yeah. So they don't change anything about who they're, which is like if you think about it, being that age, I mean, for me at least, was like that was the very fast. You need to like grow up very quickly.
Yeah.
Because the things you did when you were like 10, 11, 12 are now being like observed by people who have maybe like matured faster than you, and it kind of forces you to mature.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't mature until TBD, but but yeah, like for them, like it's an awkward thing of like you spend all your time with one person, and then when you're around other people and they're like, "Hey, are you guys F-slurs?" And then you're like, "No. Why would you think that?" Like, I don't know, because you're resting your head on him in class.
That's what we do,
and like that's kind of gay. So and like the thing is, it's not like the other kids in their class are necessarily like shitting on them for being gay.
No, there's kind of one or two bullies, and
but even then the bullying is like it's very low key,
light bullying.
Yeah, like it's not like pound them into the ground and then lie to their parents about it.
Yeah, but the main thing is just like a group of girls who are genuinely curious. Yeah, like, hey, you guys are really close. Are you a couple?
Yeah, maybe they think it's like Yahweh, and they're like, "Oh, this is what we've always wanted."
I bet those bitches draw so much yaoi.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. So Leo, who's the main kid, like clues into that right away.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of ask him, but he clues into it right away that like maybe what we are doing is like gonna get us like, you know, ostracized or bullied or whatever. And he sort of like starts to pull away from Remy, Remy is like the same. Like he doesn't clue into any of it. He doesn't change the way he is. He wants to do everything the same way that they do.
He doesn't become as self-conscious about it as Leo does.
Leo does, yeah. And Leo has to kind of mature, like it's almost like a split second like decision of like, I can't act like that anymore. I have to I have to be butch.
Yeah.
Because he immediately starts playing soccer with all the other boys, and then he starts making friends with like the kind of bully or cool kid, and then turns out that kid plays hockey.
The hockey jock.
So then he's like, oh, well, now I'm going to play hockey, which is like the butchest thing you can do.
Yeah.
And
Remy's like, I'm going to keep playing oboe.
He's going to keep playing oboe, but one note that I wrote was, I'm like, oh, so you don't want anyone to think that you're gay, but then you're going to go to your friend's music recital and start crying?
I mean,
there's nothing gayer than that.
It was pretty gay. I think it was when he was at there for dinner, still fairly early in the movie. I'm like, wait, are they going to be gay and he's going to fuck his mom? We're venturing into best movie ever
That's
territory.
A boss play right there.
And then the next note I wrote was, this is well shot, which is an interesting juxtaposition of two notes.
That is a very, very good 1-2 punch.
Good 1-2.
I think I kind of have one of those, but before I get to that, I said, Oh, I know what will turn me straight. Being a fuckboy hockey player. It worked for Drew.
I also wrote. Wait. Oh, you know what? I didn't say who suggested this.
Right.
Better Late Than Never. Orca Bay.
Orca Bay.
Or I think Tachyon Orca now, I believe.
Oh, nice. Good choice.
And
Thank you.
My question to you, Mr. Orca, is
Who hurt you?
Did you suggest this because it's me and Drew? Just because we kiss a lot doesn't mean we're a couple.
Yeah. And just because I play hockey and Scott's going to kill himself.
I play the oboe and I'm going to kill myself.
What I wrote.
Also, I think he was actually playing. He was either actually playing the oboe or faking it very well.
Or somebody off camera was playing it. Yeah. No, yeah, it was very good.
But like the breathing and fingering corresponded with the music.
Look at the bean. Yeah, it was very good. Very good.
Also, Leo looks like Anne Heche.
Kind of. He's got that haircut.
I mean,
he's got the haircut. Not current Anne Heche.
Anne Heche.
No. R.I.P.
Yeah.
So they kind of have a moment where like Remy's still in the like mindset of like being a kid and playing, and Leo kind of is like, listen, like we have to stop this. Like I'm not, like grow up, be an adult, even though we're 12 or 13.
Kids, yeah.
And that sort of like starts the separation of them. Like now Leo's like hanging out with the popular kid, like the hockey kid and the girls, and Remy has to like kind of hang out with like the losers and on his own. But it's not like anything in the interactions is like, oh, Remy is gay, and it like none of that is, but like
it's not a gay thing.
Yeah, it's like the forced perception by like the society that they're in, that doing that is gay.
Yeah.
So if doing that is gay, then lock me up.
Then gay me up.
Then lock me up and throw away the key.
Fucking dick me up and dick me down.
Yeah. But so it kind of escalates into like Leo not necessarily bullying Remy, but like not being nice to him.
Yeah, and he really does kind of pull away because like they always meet up and ride their bikes to school together, and then one day Leo goes early
does it by himself.
And ditches him, and like that hurts Remy. And then there's an earlier one where they're just like lying on the grass during recess, and
Remy's like napping on his tum tum.
What was to put his head on his tummy, and Leo like rolls away.
Yeah,
and and then when he's sleeping over, he like goes to the like side cot bed beside the regular bed, so they're not sharing the bed.
Yeah.
And then Remy goes into the cot bed with them, and then
like fuck.
And then like Leo says don't, and they sort of play fight about it, but then it gets like a little
too aggressive.
Yeah.
And then Remy goes and cries in the bathroom.
And
then they have breakfast or lunch, or it kind of just seems like Leo lives there, even though he's
there a lot. I mean, it sounds like he sleeps there most nights.
Yeah. Then during breakfast, like Remy kind of like he starts crying and he says he's not hungry and his tummy hurts, and so it does escalate to that, like to the point where they have like a sissy fight in the playground. Like Remy sort of like attacks him.
Yeah.
That's after the riding the bike.
That's
thing.
after everything. Yeah, because there was an earlier one where Remy was kind of sad and Leo goes to him.
Yeah.
Because feeling kind of guilty about it, and he's like, "You okay?" And Remy's just giving like one word answers.
Like, is it because of me? No. Are you lying?
Are you sure?
No.
Are you lying? Yeah. Like, okay, like I did what I could, I guess.
Yeah.
And then after the bikes, like Remy kind of confronts him, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
What's your fucking problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that leads to them having like a sissy fight.
Yeah, but still both better fighters than Nick Fuentes.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So they get pulled apart, and then that's kind of like they don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
And then they're going on like a big school field trip, and when they're on the bus, they're like calling out roll call, gets to Remy, he doesn't answer.
Yeah.
Leo kind of like thinks that's suspicious, but then they go anyways. So they have a nice beach day. And
that's a nice field trip. I want more of those in my life.
Yeah, but I don't think that it's super warm in Belgium, right? And they're all like running around the water, and I'm like, is that nice? It looked cold.
Is that nice?
It looked cold.
Maybe it was cold.
So they have this.
Look, I'm just happy someone got a beach day.
I mean, it could be us. We can do it anytime we want. It's
true.
We just have to commit to beach day and not wrestling.
We have to commit to
Lake day.
We have to commit to skipping the wrestling we committed to.
Yes.
And then going to the lake that's halfway there instead.
Yeah, the beautiful freshwater lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
one day.
on the field trip, they're like, all the teachers like blow their whistle. They call everybody back. They're like, we have to go back to school right now.
Your parents are waiting.
Their parents are waiting for you, and they're like,
that's weird.
oh, strange. So they get on the bus. They drive back. They show like a scene of the teachers like talking on a cell phone.
Yeah.
And then they get back to school. Like, hey, your parents are here. Like, they'll explain it to you. So they start getting off the bus, except for Leo.
Yeah.
Who's probably figured it out. It's not really alluded to, but
he's
like
putting stuff together.
Yeah. So his mom comes on the bus and
like something
happened with like Remy had an accident, and then he.
P.S. If I can go my whole life without my mom coming up to me and saying something happened like that, that'll be great.
I've had it happen to me once. That was when my first grandfather died. I was
actually it was when my mom's mom died. It was kind of that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom. I was supposed to. I remember.
Oh boy! Now I'm thinking about that and getting real sad.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy! Shouldn't have thought about that.
I remember vividly being at school. I was in elementary school. I was in grade 6. I was supposed to go to not friend of the show, but friend of me, Darren Postulo's house.
Yeah.
And
so definitely not Red Money.
Definitely not Red Money. So Mike Arbois. So I was supposed to go there, but Darren's Darren had like a nanny because his parents both worked.
Jamaican?
No, she was white.
Damn.
It was weird.
It was weird.
Just a white lady who had her own kids. It was weird. But her kids like didn't hang out there. Her kids had their own nanny.
I was going to say, did her kids have a nanny? Because I feel like we're adding extra steps.
I think. I don't know.
I feel like you could not be a nanny and take care of your kids.
I think her kid was in daycare while she was nannying for Darren and his brother.
Okay.
Anyways, my mom came to school, and I was just like, "Why are you here? I'm going to Darren's."
Yeah.
She's like, "No, you're not."
No.
She's like, something happened. We didn't talk, and then I realized my grandma was there and my sister. So then we came back here, and my mom told me.
Yeah.
But it was the grandfather I didn't really care that much about.
Good.
Yeah. Anyways.
Fuck him.
So she tells him on the bus that like Remy's gone, and that there's something happened and he's gone.
I just wrote "oh fuck" for that.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the note where I wrote like, yeah, this kid is really good.
Yeah.
Like, this was one of the scenes where I was kind of like,
he
wow,
does it.
For not having acted in anything.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Like,
Which, look, the kid's good, but the fact that he was able to do this well, with no experience. I think I'm going to be adding another to the list of Scott's secretly easy jobs. Acting.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, because some people naturally have it, and there are other, like, think of how many people are like directors that then like will act in a movie and you're like, oh, you're bad.
You're bad. That's true.
Right? Or just like random people off the street. Like, I'm a bad actor. And I've done acting. So, like, yeah, I don't know that acting's that easy, because you do casting, you're, like, finding the best of the best.
Yeah.
And if you're doing a casting of, like, 40 people, it's not like you're giving 40 callbacks. You're maybe doing 10 max. So
the 10 hottest boys.
Yeah, the 10 most Anne Heche-looking boys.
Yes, exactly.
Right? So, turns out that Remy was a sad boy, and he did a bad. It's not. They don't say what he did. They just that he killed himself.
I was kind of pissed they didn't tell us.
I was kind of hoping you would get at least a little bit of information, but
what do you think?
It is darker when you don't know.
It is like he killed himself.
You don't know. Like, he could have just like,
ugh.
Or it could have just been like taking a bunch of pills. I think it is much darker for the story to not actually find out what he did.
I do hope he did that. What was that? It kind of set off Satanic Panic, but that was already also sort of thing. Tommy something, who like a kid who brutally murdered his mother and then himself. And like slashed his own throat so bad it's shocking he was able to do it to himself. It was on a pod. It was the podcast.
Betty Ann Sullivan.
Sounds right.
Is that the mom?
Was the son Tommy? Sullivan sounds right.
Yeah, I'm going to see. Betty Sullivan. Satanic teen uses scout knife to kill mother and self.
That's the one.
Jefferson Township, New Jersey. A 14-year-old Boy Scout fascinated with Satan had been considering suicide for a dispute in which he stabbed his mother to death, torched his parents' house, and then killed himself by slitting his throat.
But like OJ and Nicole slitting his throat.
Well, if OJ had done it.
If
he had done it, he probably would have done it differently.
Yes.
I want... Is it terrible that I want more graphic detail than what these articles are telling me?
It's fascinating. Listen to, I think the podcast was The Devil Within.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
real
Thomas
something.
Sullivan and the younger brother escaped unharmed. Suicide note was written for... he had Satan-like symbols and cult references, but he refused to say where it was found. The use of... I want darker details. I want to know the precise amount of times he slit his throat, but I guess I'm not getting it on the internet. Yeah, Tommy Sullivan. Look him up. I wonder if he's got Facebook. JK, that happened in 1980.
I was going to say, I don't think he's got Facebook.
Oh, look at him. He looks like a kid who would do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he killed himself, and there's no note, there's nothing, and then it's sort of just the story moves forwards. Like his regret sort of builds over the course of the rest of the movie.
Yeah, and
he's kind of silent, and he doesn't really react to it.
He really kind of shuts down.
Yeah,
because they're doing like group grief counseling.
and he does go to their house and sees like the police had to shoot the door open, and then kick the door open so he can see like that, and then he sees does he see the mom at the funeral? He's like standing in the back, and he sees the mom standing at the front, but he's like not really grieving with the process until like much later on when they're doing the grief counseling. And all the other kids in the class who like don't really know them are like saying like, oh, these are my thoughts on him.
My very superficial impression.
Yeah, and he's like, who the fuck are you? Like, you don't know him.
Yeah.
Like, and then he storms off. And then, he kind of like has more erratic behavior, like obviously like staying in bed, or like kind of being a bitch to his mom.
Yeah.
And then he's more like drawn to to Remy's mom, which is when I was thinking like, we're gonna get a Kung Fu master.
Especially
they're gonna like lay in bed together to be sad, and then he's gonna kiss her.
Especially when she offers him a drink. And she's like, do you remember what she offers him?
Well, he says, I'll have water. Then she says, like...
Are you sure you don't want milk or lemonade?
Yes.
Milk or lemonade?
Where's the fudge made?
Around the corner.
Okay.
Did not offer him fudge. I feel like that would have been too on the nose.
Yeah.
But
do you want to suck my tit? Do you want to lick my pussy? Or do you want me to shit in your mouth? Those are the three options.
Those are the options. I'm
rank them from first to the worst.
I'm like, kid, look what she's offering. Come on.
So yeah, he kind of like, then he becomes, well, he like that's like, she comes to visit him at hockey practice.
Yeah.
And then offers to drive him home, and he doesn't want that. And then he goes to her work.
Yeah.
Well, they have them over for dinner.
Yeah.
And the dad kind of like finally breaks down and starts crying.
First they say they're, like obviously it's hard, but we're fine. We're fine. We're dealing with it.
It's okay. We still have one other kid.
And then they're talking about Leo's brother who's there and is going to be graduating.
And older, yeah.
And they're talking about like his future. And then when talking about his future, Dad completely breaks down.
That's when he realizes, oh, my son doesn't have a future.
Yeah.
And I think that is sort of the final moment where like Leo like gets the grieving process and understands
like
how like that he can grieve, he can be sad about it.
Yeah.
And then he goes and visits her at work, and
which is fun. Like he takes the bus and
takes
like
the bus a long
he goes
way,
away.
and
She's like,
goes
"What are you
see
doing
her.
here?"
And
He's
then
like, "I wanted to see you."
Yeah, she drives him home, and in the car, he kind of says to her,
I
like,
think it's my fault.
It was my fault. Like,
Yeah.
I pushed him away. It's my fault.
Yeah.
And that scene was just
Ugh.
horrible.
Ugh.
I'm horrible in the sense of, like,
Emotionally.
my heart hurts.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a
yeah.
bad scene.
She yells at him and kicks him out of the car in
Yeah.
the middle of nowhere.
He just goes walking
and
in the
she
woods.
starts crying, and then she gets out. She goes to find him, and he's holding a stick.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, what, is he gonna bash his own brains in?
I wasn't sure.
And then I was like, oh, is he afraid she's gonna hurt him?
I think it's defense because she did briefly yell at him and say
Yeah.
get out,
Yeah.
but then like she cooler heads prevailed with her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, what am I gonna do?
Yeah,
Like,
she goes
with
and
this
embraces
kid?
him and
Yeah.
like makes him feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
And like so the thing is, like, the story kind of moves, like it moves forward in time quite a bit, but so it just sort of like this scene, and then maybe the next scene is like a week or two later, and then because like everything seems like it's all happening in like 2 days, but it's
over
longer,
like a school
It's
year.
over a school year, so it is a longer process because like we get
Yeah.
snow day like
Yeah.
later on and stuff, and then ultimately at the very end he like hasn't seen her in a while, goes to the house, and like they've moved. They like
yeah.
abandoned the property, and they've moved away, and now he's just the saddest man that's ever lived and saddest little boy that's ever lived. And like, and then my last note is so they show him playing, like, it's the first time because everything they've shown him is at hockey practice.
Yeah.
Because he only started learning how to play hockey when he met the hockey bro.
Yeah.
So I have several problems with this. He's learning too fast. Hockey's not that easy to learn.
I was gonna say they just like threw him in.
And he was like already able to like
could ice
kind
skate.
of skate, which
That's
isn't
about
that
it,
easy
yeah.
to do.
It seems easy.
Who practices in their game jerseys? No one. That's weird.
Yeah.
And so then when they get to the point where they actually finally show him playing hockey,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I hope he takes his anger out and murders
Oh.
a kid. Like, I hope he hammers a kid from behind. Kid is paralyzed. He's going to jail.
Tries to cut the kid's throat with a skate.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the opposite.
No, he gets plowed.
And I wrote, I was really hoping he was going out there and just murder some kid with a
Yeah.
hit. Instead, he breaks his arm. What kind of loser breaks his arm playing hockey?
Yeah.
Me.
Oh,
Because I did.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I was like, is this me? Is this movie me?
I think
Because not only...
I think I know what Orca was doing.
I wasn't great at hockey when I started playing it. Now I'm a fucking pro. I'm in the NHL now.
Yep.
And I had a best friend that I'm sure people thought we were gay. And a kid I grew up with and spent a lot of time with jumped in front of our transit system here and killed himself, and there was never a note.
Ugh.
So is this me? Am I close?
I think you're close. I think you're Glenn Close. Do the butt dance at the Oscars.
Is there an obit for him? I don't know.
You'd think
I
there
never
would
looked
be.
it up. I mean, it was 2001 or 2,
Okay.
and I've never looked it up. I did briefly. I talked to his sister, not that long. Not that long ago, like less than 10 years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. What? I don't care for that. Oh, okay, it's not. But there's a website that's just called Faces of Suicide, and
I don't think that's the site you want.
it
for
is
what you're looking for.
it is an index where that's funny. It's just pictures
Yeah.
of people, and you could click on their face and it would tell you like how they committed suicide. But
Okay.
obviously the National Suicide Prevention
Yeah.
people bought the website,
Ah.
and now it's just a big thing that says like, if you're having suicidal thoughts, please contact here's this, and like it's just information to help you not kill yourself.
We never get to have any fun.
That's wild that somebody... I mean, unless they made the website as a like deterrent, but the fact that
doesn't
you're
sound
putting
like that.
people's pictures...
It sounds like it's supposed to be
and-
funny.
yeah.
Which it is.
Or just dark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never found him. I didn't find him on here, so Anyways,
It's probably somewhere, but
this movie's about
who
me.
knows? Yeah,
It's
my last
about
note is,
me.
well, that was sad.
Yeah, it's fucking depressing.
And like after like the suicide happens, I'm like, there can only be so much redemption in this.
Yeah.
Or or catharsis, because like your best friend's dead, and like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
And like you blame yourself, and
Yeah.
whether or not it is actually your fault, like because he was already kind of sad before,
yeah,
and then this just kind of escalated it further. But yeah, I mean, you can only do.
yeah. I'm like after it happens, I'm like, how can this can't end on that happy a note, no matter what happens.
No.
And it doesn't. So, it
does not.
But it's really good. So way to go, Close. Posthumous Oscars for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Child Actor, Best Other Child Actor, Screenplay, foreign
Hottest
film,
Mom.
Hottest Mom, all the hits.
You know, sorry, my final note on that is, it was nice to see how supportive his family was, because like his brother really took over the role
Yes.
of like best friend, which I
Yeah.
think maybe because it's Belgium and they're like on a higher level of existence than the rest of us, but like you don't see that in American stuff as much.
Yeah.
Where like in something like that, the brother is either like only vaguely supportive,
Yeah.
or is still just kind of a bully,
Or is a dick.
or
yeah.
as a dick, right? Like you don't in like North American stuff like this, siblings like don't get along.
Yeah.
And in this, the older brother like really becomes like a form of comfort, or like
Yeah, he's
attempting
like
to be
a
a form
big-
of comfort,
yeah, a big
which is
support
nice
system.
to see, because
Yeah, because like a while after it happens, he gets into bed with his brother.
Or like, you know, there's like a scene of them like riding in like, are they like on the car at the flower field?
Yeah.
And he sort of like puts his arm around him
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like really comforts him,
Yeah.
and it's like very close. Like,
Hey, he said the word.
I said the word. But yeah, that was nice to see, because yeah, I feel like you never see that in American stuff.
Yeah.
It's always like,
Yeah, true.
oh, stop being a little bitch.
Yeah, a lot
Like,
of that
mom
happens.
says I have to do this with you, or, you know, it's like always that kind of stuff, which is not everybody's upbringing.
No.
My sister and I always got along. We never really fought. So,
Yeah, like my sister and I fought sometimes, but
yeah, but
Still,
yeah, we always got along. Never like hated each other, or like, yeah. The only thing she was ever mad at me about was when I was dating Julia Gulia, because she was the same age as her,
Ah, yes.
and they used to be friends when they were kids, and then when they got older, they weren't friends anymore, and she didn't like that. But good news, I'm not one of her 2 failed marriages, so
should have cut out the middleman and just dated your sister.
could have.
If you're looking for a girl that age,
Could've.
you got one right at home.
Right now, next room over.
Read or Die, OVA 2001. I'm trying to. I don't know from anime. All right.
Neither do I.
So I was trying to figure out what an OVA is versus a series or a movie or a special.
Original.
I think it's original video
Video-
animation, which could be fucking anything. I thought it meant not adapted from a manga because it's original. That's not what
Incorrect.
it is.
That is false advertising. Scott.
It's made for DVD, basically.
Yeah, kind of.
It wasn't on TV.
No,
Yeah.
but it's not a movie.
But yeah, it's
It's like it's
very
It's a
complicated.
3-episode
Yeah.
made for DVD
Mini
film,
yeah.
major motion picture.
So this is brought to us by the aforementioned Garfield von Kaiser, who
Who likes my wrestling themes?
likes your wrestling themes. And this was at the $100 price point. But young Mr. Von Kaiser used promo code CATS20 and got it for $80.
Smart guy.
Smart guy.
Don't the rest of
No.
you get any ideas? First come, first serve. That's it.
Yeah.
Try it once. Shame on us.
Literally.
Try it twice. Won't get tried again.
Can't get fooled again. Garfield says, Dear Scoot, I'm trepidatious about this one. I feel like I am 3 for 3 this All Request Spectacular, The Fall, The Wrong Guy, and Ravenous. So I don't really want to sully my 1.0 record. However, 750 is also a Hall of Fame batting average. So to continue this analogy, I'm going to take another swing. I would like to request Read or Die 2001. It is a 3-episode OVA original video animation. Totaling roughly 1 hour and 40 minutes. Great. I watched this in 2003 when I was much like you, -6 years old. I was a firm believer that all anime was bad, so at the behest of many anime losers, I took an online quiz, interesting, titled What Anime Would You Love? This came up, I watched it, and I loved it. Thanks, quiz. Thus, my opinion on anime changed. I now only think it is mostly bad. Read or Die is very much forgotten. I think it's tons of fun, but I see it through nostalgia glasses, so my opinion is obviously biased. It's definitely more what anime was 20 years ago, so it's high energy at times, but not constant off-the-wall craziness. So I'm curious what you and Drew will think. So there you go. On to Star Trek. The review is just what the requester wrote.
The review is 20% less.
That's true. You do get 20% less review. That's an important part of it. Starts on the White House, and I'm like, oh, thank God it's American.
USA. USA.
I love a USA anime. Oh yeah. So yeah, open on White House. Thank God it's American. Wait, so why are they speaking Japanese? what is this bullshit?
That's not my America.
So the main character is Yomiko Reedman, who has booktism.
Method Man and Reedman.
Yeah, she has full on literature autism.
Yeah.
Why did I write so first you think she's just an autistic girl.
Yeah. Some weird girl
who just like leaves the house every day and goes and buys rare books and takes them home and reads them, the end, never interacting with other humans. But she's I guess we first find out when there's an actual attack, right?
Yes.
The guy on the Robo-Mantis.
Robo-Mantis, yeah. Is it a mantis?
A grasshopper.
Grasshopper, I think.
Yeah. I just wanted to say Robo-Mantis. It sounds fucking cool.
Pretty good.
So yeah, and then we see that she has powers. The powers of paper.
Powers of paper. Here, my note was paper powers, book learning. Only Japan can try to make this the center of centerpiece of a story. Like, if you're gonna write an anime
book
or
learning.
a manga where it's like superpowers or like things are outside of the norm, you could choose anything. And you're like, oh, she likes to read books and she can control paper. Like, was this written by a teenage girl? Like, you could do anything.
Yeah. I do feel like this was made by the same person who wrote a book I recently read in the bathroom by a Japanese author. The Cat Who Saved Books. Also a lot of booktism in that book, but I liked it. So she can basically do whatever with paper. That's like her thing. She can use it as like a high tensile strength paper mache.
Yeah.
Or like to cut stuff.
A blade. A razor sharp blade.
Yeah. So,
or I guess that's the paper mache. I was gonna say like the one where it like molds to the hand and like forced it down.
Yeah.
But I guess that's paper mache.
Pretty much still that, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And so it turns out she's part of the Israeli Defense Forces, but for libraries.
The library defense force.
I think it's like It's actually British, right? It's like the British Library
Yeah, it's British.
Security Force,
I can tell you in a second.
Special Ops,
Tell you in a second.
Sniper Special Ops, Steven Seagal.
Yeah. Sitting on a chair.
Sitting on a chair.
IGN program. Nope. That's not what
And her code name is The Paper. Way to go. First draft. Way to go.
don't even change it. You already nailed it.
And her commanding officer is
Gay.
Joker.
Gay.
And gay. I wrote, Japanese Joker, but he's white.
But he's white. Libraries Special Operations is what they're called.
Yeah.
That's boring. Do better.
I did write 20 minutes in, and I'm not overstimulated yet.
Yeah.
Which I'm learning is my one and only criteria for if an anime is good.
Yeah.
Am I overstimulated? Yeah. No. Good anime.
Am I overstimulated, and are there too many things going on that I'm not retaining information?
Yes.
Are the two important ones for me.
Mm-hmm. This has the Twin Towers in it.
It does. It does. Well, Scott.
It might be the last piece of media to have the Twin Towers. It's 2001.
No, there's so much more.
It's the last one.
There's so much more.
What? United 93?
Yeah, 93's got it. World Trade Center's got it.
Wait, is Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close about 9/11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Remember Me?
Remember Me? That's a good one. Yeah. That one's really funny.
That one's hilarious. But like terrible.
Because like I've never seen it and never will. But I don't.
I've seen it.
Okay, how is it a feature length?
It's
movie?
Not. It's not. It's like here's a 3-minute idea.
Yeah.
And then just like pull it a little bit.
Guys, that's what it seems like.
Guys, it's starting to rip. Well,
no,
pull slower. pull slower. And
it's a movie.
98 minutes.
Like it's baffling. Because the whole thing is just for the last minute. Right?
It's just the reveal.
Yeah.
Everything else is worthless.
It has to be, right?
It has to be.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, it seems absolutely ridiculous. Now I kind of want to watch it.
Just watch the reveal. Everything else is worthless.
Yeah. So the deal is... The premise is that they are using cloning technology, bringing a real mishmash of people, of sort of famous people, back to life. I don't know. I was going to say maybe they're more famous in Japan, but some of them aren't even Japanese.
No.
There's like one kind of samurai guy.
Yeah.
Who's like I think it's more of a philosopher in real life. But then there's just like 1800s authors and
Hitler.
And then Beethoven.
But yeah. So you got Genai Hiragai, who...
He was the philosopher?
The philosopher.
He was like samurai, like shogun philosopher.
Mm-hmm. John Henry Fabry.
That was Robo Grasshopper.
Matai Harai. Was...
Are you trying to say Matahari?
Oh yeah, Matahari. What am I doing? Dutch exotic dancer.
Who fucked everyone over in World War One.
Yes.
Yeah. She's cool.
Karl Wilhelm Otto Lilienthal, a German pioneer of aviation.
He's the did he like invent the wingsuit basically?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He's the Glider King.
The Glider King.
Was his nickname. Then you got Genjo Sanzo,
Sounds
a
made
Buddhist
up.
monk.
Okay.
Stephen Wilcox was an American inventor who co-inventor of the water tube boiler. This is so...
it's the most random
and fucking boring.
Yeah, I mean...
You could bring Genghis Khan back. You could bring Mark Twain back.
I respect your restraint.
No, the guy who invented water boilers. Ikkyu Sujun.
Sure.
Another Buddhist monk and poet. And... Am I reading this right? Ludwig Beethoven?
Beethoven? Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, so they're bringing them back through cloning and also like superpowering them up a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta toughen up those American inventors. Give them steel arms.
Yeah, make them
or like shoot something out of their palm that grabs somebody and brings it back to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give
Turn
them
them on to Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat powers. Yeah, we do a Jax, do a Scorpion.
Yeah.
All the hits. And their deal is they're stealing rare texts.
Yeah. So boring.
It's.
I'm not saying the anime's boring. I'm saying like the story is
if
so
you think
boring.
about the actual premise,
Yeah.
it's weirdly
We're
boring.
gonna bring back obscure characters from historical writings
To steal
that no
books.
one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
To steal even more unique and niche writings from history
Yeah.
that no one's ever heard of.
Correct.
And use them for the greater evil.
Yeah, and the greater evil being that they're going to they're going to shoot Beethoven into space. And
So he can compose a space symphony.
well, he already has, and it's written in those
Yeah.
rare
I know,
texts.
but it's so.
So he and I guess he can't remember it by heart. I
Well,
guess
he's a
clones
clone.
don't. I guess
He's a
clones don't
clone.
have memories.
Yeah.
That's fine. But they needed Beethoven to actually play
It's
it.
a death symphony,
Yeah, to play his
not a space symphony.
yeah, which might be
It's the brown note.
yeah, but might be real. I think it's like an actual. I can't remember if it's an actual rumored thing or just a thing they made up for this. But what does Beethoven Death Symphony? I don't want Beethoven Death Cause. I don't care. He died from being too deaf.
Symphony number 9. Not really though.
No, that's just
I know.
Ode to Joy. That's like the opposite of the Death Symphony.
No, it's the Ode to Joy of Death.
Ah, of course. Beethoven Death Symphony. Is it a real thing? Yeah, yeah. Symphony number. I guess that's
Unfinished
just the
text,
last
right?
one he wrote before. Yeah. Maybe it's not a thing. Maybe it's just a weird thing they made up for this.
Did you know that they used AI to complete his unfinished 10th symphony?
Interesting. Does it slap? Are you mad about it?
I hate it. We're doomed.
Oh, we're screwed.
We are fucking doomed.
100%.
Especially the fact that they've now created a way to clone your voice and make it
Yeah.
so that you can just like say things and call things and like it's fucking wild. We're so fucked.
Oh yeah. 100%. The
We got to come up with a code phrase, you and I, Sex, that only the two of us would know, so that we know if we get a phone call saying, I'm in jail for having too much sex with adult female women, that they'll be like, oh my God, Scott,
Oh.
I will come rescue you from jail right now. And or like, I'll pay this money so you can get out of jail, but we need a code word.
yeah.
A phrase that only the two of us would know, so we can't get tricked by AI robocalls.
We'll have to figure it out.
That's why when you get those spam calls,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to say anything until you hear talking. That's what the
Yeah.
new like guidelines are. Because if you say hello, they
Yeah.
can like get your voice from that, and
Yeah.
then you're done. That's why you just wait until somebody doesn't say something, and then you go.
Yeah.
Or hold it up to like, I don't know, a recording of like William Shatner, and then now it's got William Shatner's voice.
Saying I killed my wife.
Killed my wife. I definitely killed my wife.
My wife.
My wife.
He killed his wife.
He killed his wife. He killed his wife. Robert Wagner killed his wife.
Yeah.
Or Christopher Walken. Could be either one.
Christopher Walken watched while
He
Robert
watched
Wagner
it jerked
killed-
off while Robert Wagner killed his wife.
It was the early 80s, late 70s?
70s, I think.
Shatner's wife might have been early, and then
Shatner's wife was...
If I had to pick a year, I'm going to say 1981. And yeah,
I think it was before that.
but Wagner was 70s, I guess.
The drowning of William Shatner's wife.
It's a good story. Come on, 81. Give me 81.
Why is it so slow? There we go. It doesn't even have a... It doesn't have a
Come
date.
on.
Thanks, LA Times, for
81?
99.
No,
85.
That is the wrongest year
The,
I've ever
the
heard.
year of the article.
I'm
was
sure it
99.
was, but it's not on 85. There you go.
Was William Shatner ever suspected of foul play regarding the
Should have been, 'cause he fucking did it.
Absolutely not. She died because she had a full-blown alcoholic. Oh, she was a full-blown alcoholic from the time before she and Bill got married. Shatner was warned by several people, including Leonard Nimoy.
Except
about
her talk screen when they found her was completely clean. Oh, sorry.
Don't ask questions.
Did I say the quiet part loud?
Natalie
Natalie Wood, 1981. I knew there was an 81 in the
One of them,
mix.
yeah. She failed out of rehab 3 times. On the day
Who
she was,
hasn't?
on the day she was found dead in the swimming pool, she had 2 cracked vertebrae in her neck, a bruise on her face.
It seems like a lot for drowning.
The Los Angeles County coroner said this was consistent with diving into the swimming pool,
Shut up.
hitting your head on the bottom, and drowning.
It's also
Her blood
consistent with your
alcohol-
husband snapping your neck.
Her blood alcohol level was 2.27.
Lies.
Or more than 3 times the legal limit for driving.
She was clean.
Her blood work was also confirmed the presence of Valium. Her time of death was also consistent with Shatner's story that he was not home when she died.
Where did he say he was? On a spaceship?
Yeah. He was on the Starship Pain.
What a stupid joke.
What a cool move, though.
Cool move.
Looks cool.
So at the...
What are we talking about? I've already forgotten.
Library
Oh, yeah.
Defense Force. Her kind of co-worker is Miss Deep,
Miss Deep.
who I don't know, she's just like, she can work her atoms real fancy, and
Her Adam's apple?
yes, she's a dude, and basically like pass through any surface basically.
Yeah,
That's her
Yeah.
deal.
Also, kind of stupid.
Kind of
All
stupid.
of these powers are stupid and terrible.
But number
Again,
one,
I'm not saying the anime's bad because it looks great.
yeah,
But the
It does look
story's
great.
stupid.
number one, nice rack.
Yeah.
Number two, gets kind of dykey with our boy Yumiko Reed man. Yeah, and there's a lot of like lesbian sexual tension between them. We later find that she is one of the clones. She is Matahari,
Yeah.
who famously betrayed the Allies in World War
What
One.
a bitch.
But she's sort of the good one because there's 2 of her.
Yeah.
And there's a bad one.
Double
with
clone.
the double clone, and the other one is the worst version of her. Basically, like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything on my notes? Are these bitches gonna smash? Solid rack on Miss Deep. Oh shit, she's Matahari. Oh yeah, I think of this. Oh in the second episode they go to India because that's where whatever cloned historical figure is trying to steal shit. Do not go to India as a single woman. That is a terrible assignment.
Well, depends.
Turn
this
it
is,
down.
This is 2001. They might not have gotten the internet yet.
Oh, I guess they're not horny yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go to India in 2001.
Yes.
But not a lot after.
But don't fly United.
Never.
Unless this is October. Then you're fine.
The safest,
You never know. You
the
never
safest
know.
time to fly United.
You think you're flying to India, you get on the wrong plane, next thing you know, the jet fuel is melting the steel beams. Everything's
Yep.
collapsing inward and not over.
I can't remember who said it, but someone said something to. Oh, I think it was like the head of the bad guys, I guess. Talked about
yeah.
eliminating useless people, and I'm like, I'm listening.
I would love to eliminate some useless people.
I am very much listening. Yeah. So basically, the plan is to use the death symphony to like wipe out most of the population.
Yeah.
Like just do like an extra Thanos.
Yeah.
And then
a double Thanos.
and then rebuild with cool people.
cool people. Yeah, or like the more educated, like
Yeah.
well off.
And they won't be killed by the Death Symphony because I never got how the
I mean, it's the same thing with the Thanos snap. Why is that?
yeah.
Can you control?
He can't, but that was just for like number of resources.
But then just kill off all the Avengers and then.
Or double the resources.
I know.
You asshole.
Yeah. No, he made the right choice. Every day, I think Thanos was
right. I agree.
I don't remember why the Death Symphony doesn't. How they're immune to it, or why?
Yeah.
Doesn't,
I don't know if the premise was just that there'll be so few people that they can take charge.
Maybe
Of them and say like, all right, Remainers, this is what's up. We're getting fancy. Yeah, and then it's basically 3 half-hour episodes, and 10 or 15 minutes into the third episode, I'm like, this seems like it needs a lot more time to wrap up, but we'll see. There's a lot of disparate elements that need to come together, like genocide, Steam started being a major part of it, Beethoven, stolen books, etc. They brought the Beethoven and stolen books together, because that wasn't revealed until late. Like, so what's with the books? But that's where Beethoven's shit is.
Yes, his forgotten symphony.
Yeah. There's a tiger, so it's a good show.
10 out of 10.
Yep. So, yeah, the climax is basically they're shooting into space with and we think that good Matahari has been killed. So it's Yomiko's on the ship.
Yeah.
Beethoven, obviously. and bad Yomiko, and bad Yomiko's just gonna kill her. Good Yomiko shows up, kills bad one. No, doesn't kill bad one. Disposes of her, and then tells Yomiko to make a paper parachute and save herself, and then she stays on the ship and explodes it, basically.
Yeah.
And the sort of epilogue is that bad Matahari has taken quite a blow to the head and is at a mental hospital with amnesia.
Right.
And she's nice now. And Yumiko goes to...
makes you nice.
Yeah, and Yumiko's like, well, you weren't the one I was into, but I did want to fuck someone who looks exactly like you, so I'm probably going to invest a little bit of time in this. And she's like, hey, I knew your sister, and maybe we'll smash when you can legally consent.
Or, hear me out,
not?
just do it.
Yeah. Also a good plan.
Who should tell him?
Exactly. Who's gonna believe her?
Nobody.
If you tell, you'll get in trouble too.
You'll get in just as much trouble, if not more trouble.
And and there's apparently an actual TV series that takes place 5 years after this, which I didn't look into much beyond that, but might also be interesting. Yeah, it's like it's pretty good. Again, achieved the one the one criterion by which I judge anime is that I'm not screaming at the television too much.
Too much. Or what did I just miss? I'm not going back.
I'm not going back. I'll just deal with it. Yeah. So
by all account of anime we've been forced to watch, this is the while still kind of being all over the place, is the one of the more coherent things we've had to watch.
True. Yeah. I think my favorite we've watched is Paranoia Agent, but I don't know if it's as coherent as this, because there's some wild shit in Paranoia Agent. Yeah.
Also, I don't think I like anime anymore. Or
even before that.
I'll watch One Punch Man. That's about it.
And
just One Punch Man.
The new Miyazaki.
No, I'm gonna skip it.
I don't think you should skip it.
I want him to die before it comes out. Is that a bad thing? Is that a bad evil to put out that I shouldn't say?
It's a very bad evil.
Oh.
I think it's done.
Am I big evil?
I think it comes out in July.
I think it's definitely.
So it must be done.
It's definitely done.
So I don't want to say it's I don't want to say it's okay if he dies now.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll wait until I see the movie and then decide.
Make a decision based on...
wouldn't have wanted them, not that it's bad, but I wouldn't have wanted them to die after the wind rises.
No, because you can't go out on that.
No. You can't go out on aviation-tism.
No.
And this one, I mean, I feel like he's treating this one more like his actual last movie than the last one, which was I'm done after this, but there's nothing overly special about this one. So
release date in Japan is July 14th.
Day after Bastille Day.
It does not say
and the day after my birthday. The day after my birthday and 2 days after I'll have a Drew-esque existential meltdown.
Where I won't be mean to you.
Where you won't be mean to me. Yeah.
I might change my mind on that.
I'm sure you will.
I'm undecided.
What are we for time? Should we stop now
or
should we do Star
2
Trek?
hours and 24 minutes.
We can do Star Trek.
Yeah, we can do it.
Let's do Star Trek. Sonex brings to us
good choice.
3 Star Trek The Next Generation episodes. Now, this was a mind change. He had originally paid for K-On! The movie, some fucking anime shit. I want to change K-On! The movie to Star Trek The Next Generation. You may think only the first 3 episodes, but no. I want you guys to Google random number generator and generate 3 numbers from 1 to 178, and those numbers will be the episodes you guys will have to watch. I did that, but then I also just picked 3 episodes I wanted to watch.
I'm sure you should have kept the numbers that were randomly generated.
Yeah.
And we could have also just watched them.
Sure.
I would have watched 6 for the price of 3.
I mean, because of this, we're both probably going to watch the entire series.
I'm 100% watching the whole series.
Yeah.
I think I've seen everything except for all of season 7. I think I've seen the one today and like 1 or 2 other ones.
Yeah.
But I've never seen the last episodes.
Okay.
Like
I think it's a really good series finale. As I recall, it's like well done.
Okay.
Because sometimes, like a lot of shows falter on the finale.
Yeah, they really do.
I think this is a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I like to hear that.
First off, season 2, episode 16. Q Who.
Q Who. Q Who.
Opens with a minority woman spilling her hot chocolate on Picard.
Is she a minority? No, she
wasn't white.
She's not. No, she's white.
She was a brown.
No, she wasn't.
She was.
No.
Look.
You just want her to be white so you
No, she was in engineering, she was hanging out with Geordi, and she was a few shades lighter than him, but she was not white.
Her name is Licia Naff.
Sounds pretty foreign to me.
She would appear to be...
Not white?
Well, she's not black.
I didn't say she was black.
She's not that ethnic.
She's brown.
She's maybe Italian?
No, she's darker than Italian. Get out of here. Fuck you.
Well, that does not give me... she's Lebanese and white. But she doesn't look ethnic. You can clap all you want. That's not...
I've got an eye for these things.
Yeah,
and my brain was screaming.
She's half white.
Not white.
She's half white.
And half not. Half very much not.
Yes. That's not a few shades lighter than Geordi. That's a few shades darker than white.
But those few shades make all the difference.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, if Picard had slapped her to open up the episode, it would have been the best show of all time.
I mean, he wasn't not happy about it. He wasn't.
He wasn't happy about it.
Yeah. He was very much ready to.
He was put off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do you see that door there? And then on the other side, there's another door. And the other side, he goes outside. Do you mind just going through that first door for a second? Oh yeah, sure. Then just suck her out into space. Technically, he didn't kill her. Space killed her.
But that's where all her COVID clothes are.
Out in the garage. Out in the airlock, yeah.
I would have bet good money. If you wanted,
good money?
If you wanted to take me for a ride,
yeah,
you should have bet me that Q, John Delancey, was dead, and had been for a while. I had it in my head that he was like at least 15 years dead. He is alive and well and on this season of Picard.
Yeah, didn't we? I thought we... No. We definitely saw him in something else on this podcast, though.
We might have.
But I think it was maybe after Star Trek was over, but
I was delighted to find out he's not dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was...
he's a voice in Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh, one of the good ones.
One of the good ones.
Yeah, I don't know why I was so sure he was, but I was positive.
Scott, he's been in like
1,000 things.
1,000. He was in Breaking Bad. He was in 4 episodes of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I saw that, and it didn't register.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, he was in one of your favorite TV shows of all time, Shark, starring noted cool opinion haver
James Woods.
James Woods.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mid-aughts?
Yeah, like 4 to 8.
To me, Shark and Las Vegas are the same show.
6 to 8. What about Bull? Have you seen Bull?
I know of Bull. I have not seen Bull.
What about a third animal named 2-season show that
Bull,
no one's
Shark,
seen?
and I bet you Bull has done 6 seasons.
I bet you Bull's done 14 seasons at this point.
Bull, Shark, and is there Pig?
Bull has been on. It was on 2016.
Yeah, to present.
To 2022.
Hell yeah. 6 seasons in a movie.
6 seasons. Wow, that's wild. Who's the star of Bull?
Oh, for $1 million, couldn't tell you.
I think you could.
No.
I think
Is he the guy from Early Edition?
Oh, interesting.
Because that's who I picture, but I don't think it is.
No.
No? Is he the guy from anything?
Michael Weatherly.
Good name.
Is his name.
Do you picture a black guy when you hear that name?
I do.
Yeah.
He's been in 306 episodes of NCIS.
Oh, he's the NCIS
He was in 42 episodes of Dark Angel.
Oh,
he was.
So I've seen him in that.
440.
Dark Angel did 42. I guess.
2000, 2001, 2002, 3 seasons.
I guess that's just 2 full seasons.
Or 2 full seasons.
Yeah. Okay.
Then
so I forget that shows used to have 20 episodes a season.
Right, instead of like 10
5.
or he was on a soap opera in the 90s.
Which one? All My Children? Guiding Light?
Loving?
That bullshit. Get out of here. That's the one about the races.
Is it?
No, that's what the movie was.
Yeah, that's true.
With the race, with the races.
Yeah, the races. Early edition was...
Early edition's my guy.
it was Kyle Chandler.
Oh. You're
way off.
Not
Those are 2 very different people.
I did not think that was Kyle Chandler.
Kyle Chandler, man. And name one other actor in it.
In Early Edition?
Oh!
No, I will not.
48 episodes for noted Indian American Fisher Stevens. Also Christy Swanson.
If only Fisher would come up later.
Yeah. Those are the only people I can recognize. The rest of them are nobodies.
So Q shows up.
Yep.
And he's pissed. He's actually not. Q's a weird guy. So he's basically God.
He's God. Yeah.
And spends his time just teasing people like an effete queen.
Can I tell you what I didn't take a lot of notes for this episode, but one of the notes I took was Q is such a little fucker.
He's such a little fucker.
He's such a fucker.
He's mischievous.
Yeah, he's actively trying to make things worse.
Yeah.
Just to appease his god complex.
P.S. He murders 18 people.
He does murder 18 people. Yeah.
Heads up.
Straight up murder.
Part of his prank was murdering 18 people.
What a great prank.
It's one of the best.
It's one of the best pranks you could ever do.
So he shows up and wants to. So I believe he's had one other appearance on the show.
Yes.
Which was in the first season.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. But regardless, the main thing he did previously in season 1, which I think comes back in the finale, actually, spoilers, is that he puts the crew of the Enterprise on trial for all of humanity's crimes.
Well, that's the correct stance to have.
Because why would you?
They've been doing nothing but traveling around the galaxy, murdering ethnics,
Getting alien pussy.
kidnapping children. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when last we left Q. Now he's here. I think they were found innocent. And he shows up and he wants to join the crew. And Picard rightfully tells him to fuck off.
Yeah. So he's in the first episode, the very first episode.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Then-
so that's why they bring back in the
Then
finale.
he's in season 1, episode 9. He's
Okay.
in this one. He's in
Several more.
season 3, episode 13. Season 4, episode 20.
One a year?
Season 6, episode 6,
Oh, this skips-
and season 6, episode 15.
Ooh.
And season 7, episode 25.
That's the last one.
Which is the last episode, I think, probably. Oh, he's also in one episode of Deep Space Nine as Q.
I feel like I saw that at the time, actually. I recall a Q on,
You're a Q stan.
on the station.
He is in, what did I say, 25? All good things.
Yeah.
The end of the end.
So he... Oh, and when he's going to show up, Guinan, played by EGOT winning, disputable, Whoopsie
Very
Goldberg.
disputable.
I'm Whoopsie!
Whoopsie.
So I'm like, I can't remember, because it's been a while since I've seen any Next Generation or any Star Trek period. I'm like, I can't, is Guinan magic? Or does she just have women's intuition? She's magic.
Magic.
Yeah. So, good
Well,
to find
she has similar powers to Q, but just not a god.
Yeah. Yeah, she and the Qs like traveled in the same
They were in a
circles.
pack.
And because she's like hundreds, if not
Yeah.
thousands of years old.
Yeah. I think they said
Hundreds?
I think it said thousands.
Okay.
They're like, my kind has been dealing with Q's kind for thousands of years.
Yeah. And Q is part of a continuum.
Yeah.
And I guess he's been kicked out for doing the trial because that was unauthorized, I
Yeah.
guess. And now he's homeless.
Homeless, landless, cockless.
Yeah, very sad. So he's like, what do I want to do? Like, you know what? I like those Enterprise guys. I'm gonna go hang out there.
Yeah.
And Picard tells him to fuck off.
Yep.
And he's like, but you'll need me. And Picard's like, look, we don't know everything that's out there, but we've done okay so far. So shut up.
Yeah.
And then Q snaps his fingers and sends them 7,000 light years into deep space where they haven't been.
Yeah.
And
They get to meet some cool people.
they get to meet some cool people. The debut of the Borg.
Borg. Big
Pretty
time
sick.
baddies.
Now I couldn't remember this. The whole point of the Borg is they're like a collective hive mind thing, which is cool. Do they ruin it later by having some like super Borg leader?
Yeah, I think
Like
so.
kind of in the movies
Yeah,
with the
I
one that's fucking with the girl one that's fucking with Data.
Yeah.
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 That's too bad.
Yeah.
But I do kind of like the one with the girl one fucking with Data. Is that an insurrection?
Yeah, I think it's I mean, I've seen all of them and I think I like most of them. Borg Queen is in Star Trek First Contact.
Oh, it's in First Contact. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the one after First Contact. Oh, no, I think Insurrection's bad and First Contact's kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Even though there shouldn't be, as per the premise of the Borg, there really shouldn't be a Borg Queen.
I am the beginning, the end, and the one who is many. She is named the Borg Queen in the closing credits. She is the focal point within the Borg collective consciousness and a unique drone within the collective who brings order to chaos, referring to herself as we and I interchangeably.
You know what? Good to know her
Progressive.
her pronouns.
Progressive, yeah.
So she's a plural system, the craziest of all the pronouns, the we pronoun.
100%.
You know what? I don't think anyone with a working brain will get mad at me for this.
My pronouns are hungry. I am hung and I'm gree.
I'm Groot. This is a Marvel podcast. Yeah. Look, I'll indulge most mental disorders. I'm not indulging dissociative identity disorder. If you actually think you're multiple people, if you think you're a plural system, as we're calling it now, you need serious fucking help. I hope society does not progress in the next 10, 20 years that we're okay with this and indulging it.
Bad news.
We already are?
We already are.
I see.
I think
it's bad.
There's a difference between being born the wrong gender,
Born this way?
and being mentally ill.
I agree. I very much agree. Yeah. And we're mad at both?
Yeah, but we're more mad at one than the other.
And which one might surprise you?
Yeah. You be mentally ill all you want. You're born what you're born. No, I'm just kidding.
Can I put that on your tombstone?
Put it on my tombstone. Here lies Andrew Douglas Smith. You're born what you're born. You are what you're born.
Wesley Crusher's in this briefly. He is basically told to shut up on his first line. And
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Riker's like, shut up.
Yeah, they understood
They already knew.
pretty quickly how much the fans fucking hated
We're
him.
halfway into season 2, and the other characters hate him.
Yeah. He does disappear pretty quickly, though. I think
does.
he's gone for...
They do the right thing.
I think he's gone by season 3, and he doesn't come back until 7.
7, yeah. For the best.
They get it.
What did... So what Q is doing is he's like, oh, you ain't ready for some of the shit out there. And he's right.
Yeah, he's absolutely right.
But also they wouldn't have come in... And Guinan basically says, like, you weren't meant to have to deal with this for centuries.
Yeah, eons.
Yeah.
This timeline has been accelerated because Q's a fucker.
Yeah, and you guys are so screwed.
Yeah.
The Borg is so much more powerful than you.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
How powerful.
So the Borg zap onto the Enterprise and just to check out their technology, basically. They don't even acknowledge the people there because they see them as such a non-threat.
Yeah.
And but then when they start zapping the Borg just shove them and they fly 100 feet and it's great.
I always really liked that.
Yeah.
And it's not a matter of well, they're robot humanoids, and then they push you and you just fall down.
Yeah.
It's no, they're
fucking blast you.
They're murder you.
Yeah.
They just two fingers and you're flying across the room. I always liked that about it. It really overpowered them, and you're oh, these guys are serious shit.
Oh yeah. And they fire the ship's phasers at the Borg ship and do some damage.
Yeah.
And then
I believe 20% of the
I
ship
believe,
is what gets destroyed.
Yeah, and so then they zap onto the Borg ship, which all of its resources are being put to repairing the ship so they can check things out without being...
So all the actual... all the actual Borg, although the whole thing is the Borg, the people Borg...
People Borg.
...are all in hibernation.
Borg.
So that all of their mental capacity is to get all
mental
focused,
and mechanical
capacity, so that they're not walking around the ship for no reason, wasting precious megabytes.
Exactly. And I forgot there was a Borg baby.
Oh, I don't know.
Very funny.
Don't care for Borg baby.
Don't care for it at all. But
don't care for Borg baby.
So they found a way. So they're saying they have. I didn't really understand. Because can they reproduce, or are they just getting babies from somewhere?
I think they're just doing that because
they said the babies are born organic and then they machine them up just right away.
Yeah,
but where's the babies coming from?
Well, I think they might be kidnapping people, forcing them to make babies.
How is Babby formed?
Yeah, I don't know. Either they're kidnapping babies, or when they kidnap people, they're making them make babies so they can turn them into Borg babies.
Yeah,
but then the Borg babies wouldn't grow up to be like adult Borg.
I think they would.
Well, then maybe that's what they're doing.
They're half organic.
Maybe that's what they're doing. It's just
Yeah.
easier to kidnap babies.
Do
and
they
turn them
have
into
to
Borg.
keep redoing the machines on the babies because they outgrow it?
Is there a Borg Moyle?
Great question.
Is there a robotic Jew who goes around and sucks the blood off of baby Borg penis?
Are the Borg Orthodox Jewish?
Yes.
That's the question. And a good question. One I would like to look further into. I assume this is in relation to Cole Meany on the show. As if Irish accents would exist in the 2400s. Get the fuck
They
out of
barely
here.
exist now.
I know. We're going to breed that out real quick. My last note was just I forgot about Borg Baby. Very funny. So they try to leave. Borg chase
Follow them.
Borg are going to kill them.
Yeah.
And Q's like, hey.
and he's so sassy about. He's
Like,
literally
he's-
laying on the, because you know how like where the command station is.
It's like diagonal.
Well,
There's two levels.
Yeah, but
and
it's sort of like an
curved.
oval.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And he's laying.
He's turned it into a chaise lounge.
And he's like, all you have,
Looking for someone?
all you have to do is let me help you, and I'll do.
He's
this.
literally doing Jesse Jackson's. I apologize.
Apologize.
Kiss
Yeah,
it.
he's like, just tell me I'm a good boy, and I'll stop all this from happening.
Tell me I'm cute. You know?
Yeah, that's 100% what he's doing. He's such a fucker.
He's the gayest god.
He's the gayest god. You thought Ramses was gay?
Yeah.
Step aside.
Here comes Q.
Here comes Q.
Here comes the alive John Delancey. If John Delancey dies between now
God.
and Monday,
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel
You're
so
gonna feel
bad.
terrible. You're really gonna feel horrible. about
John,
yourself.
hang on, please. We love
For the
you.
love of God. Hang
You have,
on.
look, you have things to look. You have more Picard to film. You have stuff to live
I think
for.
it's done. I think Picard's over.
Season 4? No, season 4? Oh no.
I think it's over.
I think they're doing a new show stemming from Picard, but Picard is done. That's what I heard.
With that cast? Or just a new Star Trek?
I think with Picard and Crusher ? Child.
Oh.
But there'll be
Okay.
I mean, they can't help from doing cameos.
But isn't there another Star Trek? Star Trek Discovery's still on, isn't it?
Probably. I don't know.
Probably.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
I was off after DS9.
Star Trek Picard it has officially ended.
Okay. Star Trek Discovery.
Star Trek Picard spin-off show.
Yep.
Give me it's listen.
Hold.
Showrunner on possible spin-off.
I think it's happening.
When is this dated? What's the date? April 20th. So
420? Blaze it.
Yeah, that's true. So in the less than a month.
Young Benjamin of Drunken Peasants seemed very confident that the spinoff was happening.
I don't care what he says.
Well, I do, because he's hosting me this Thursday
Brag.
for my 100th episode of Drunken Peasants.
Brag.
And as a present, I get to sleep there.
Cool. Star Trek Discovery is still on.
Okay.
But it is ending after the next season.
Okay.
So season 5, which will be in 2024, will be the final season of Discovery. I watched the first episode, and it was fine, and I didn't come
end.
back.
They're
They're also taking a 2-year hiatus. So season
hiatus.
4...
I was going to say, I feel like it started more than 5 years ago. It did.
Season 4, the last episode was March 2022.
Yeah.
And the season 5 is not until 2024.
Oh,
So I don't know if it was a matter of maybe this show's canceled. Maybe it's not canceled. Let's do another season. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
September 2017 was when it debuted.
Okay, so, 5.5 years ago. That's not Bakula, right?
No, that
Bakula
was
Star Trek Enterprise?
Enterprise, yeah. Which was only on
before
for
this. A couple of years?
maybe 2.
Yeah.
This one's the
Vin Diesel?
One of the African American ladies from The Walking Dead.
A WOC?
An AOC. AOC is the star.
I'd watch Star Trek AOC.
Me too. No, it's so it's one of the main Sasha from The Walking Dead, if you watch The Walking Dead.
Nope.
And Doug Jones is like the secondary main character in Doug Jones as himself, you're asking? Like as a human being
on a show that has aliens?
In skin color regular man? No, he's a character.
Okay.
He's in a suit.
Good. I'm like, what are you talking about?
He's
also, I thought you might have meant Dougie Jones,
No.
Kyle MacLachlan, one of Kyle MacLachlan's characters from New Twin Peaks.
This.
Yeah, that sounds right.
He's blue.
It's cool that he can't.
But he's a good guy. He's not a bad guy.
All right,
he's a good guy. Blue guy.
When you know what, when he's blue, he plays good guys.
Yeah, I guess so.
Abe Sapien.
Yeah, I guess so.
Good guy.
Oh, also I lied. That's not him. He is beige though.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is an alien though, right? He's not playing a human.
He's not a human being.
Thank God.
In real life and.
Okay, yeah. At this point.
Yeah.
Can you even still consider Doug Jones a human?
No. He hasn't been a human in 25 years.
Yeah. He's transitioned.
Oh, he's transitioned. I feel like Michelle Yeoh was on a bunch of this. Yeah, she's in 24 episodes of it.
Of Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
Huh.
Academy Award winner.
Yeah.
And also, there was somebody else who was randomly
I fucked her.
Oh yes, Oded Fair of the Mummy franchise was also in it. Anyways.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. The good Mummy.
Cool.
Anyways, continue anyway.
So Picard apologizes, says like very sincerely, "I need you."
Yes, but yeah.
And Q's like, "That's all I needed to hear."
Oh, you did it! You made me so happy.
Snap, 7,000 light years back.
Yeah,
everyone's safe. Oh, besides the 18 people who the Borg like lasered out a cross section of the ship and just to I don't know, just to analyze, I guess, but definitely murdered them. And it's like, oh, sorry about all the deaths of your crew.
Oh, hey, I was joking around, but also my bad.
And that was that basically. Oh, and literally a very like foreboding and like, oh, we'll see them again, and it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
And they do, and it does. They even Borg.
They do, and it sucks.
They even Borg up Picard. Spoilers.
They sure do.
Locutus.
That's so weird.
It is weird.
Weird decision.
It was a weird decision. I guess I thought, well, the Borg are so cool. What can we do? How can we go too far with it?
How can we?
The answer, Borg up Picard.
Well, I mean, they Borg up Picard. They also clone Picard, and he looks nothing like Picard because it's a very young Tom
Picard.
Hardy.
That's right.
And,
that's right. It is young Tom Hardy.
Yeah, and it just because he's bald doesn't mean he's Picard. But
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if you're bald, you're Picard.
Is Picard good? Like the show?
Apparently, seasons 1 and 2 are dog shit. And season 3 is just the next generation, and it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got everybody, right?
Yeah. Apparently, like, it's a massive turnaround.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know one spoiler for it, and that's about it.
I don't think I know any.
Oh, do you want to know a spoiler for it? Does everybody want to know a spoiler for it?
Let's do it.
Oh, I think they kill Lieutenant Data. I think they he gets decommissioned.
How can you kill that which does not live?
They sucked his brains out.
Fair enough.
They gave him brain. they gave him brain.
They unbrained him?
They unbrained him.
Shit. I hope I never get unbrained. I hope someone... What would that even be? Someone blowing on your penis?
Yeah, they're putting it... They get your old cum in their mouth.
Oh,
and then they blow it back up your pee hole.
Nobody needs that.
No,
that's
gonna hurt.
Nobody needs a retrograde ejaculation. Season 5, episode 2, Darmok. Your favorite of the 3?
Oh yeah, I hated it.
So I picked this one because I think Nick on Come Down spent an entire episode talking about it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll watch this. I remember it, but I haven't seen it in forever. So, oh yeah, and the first thing, because after seeing season 2, I was wondering if the uniforms stay as skin-tight pajama-y as they do in the earlier seasons. Thankfully, they do not. They're much better in later seasons.
Well, would you like to... My note, season 5, the casual wear season.
Oh yeah, Picard was
Very casual.
Picard was biz cash for the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They never gave a reason why he was just wearing like a hoodie.
Yeah, it's like it's open.
Yeah, he
and
was
it's
open.
loose.
Yeah.
And it's like a springtime
windbreaker.
going out for an evening walk
Yeah.
jacket.
But even the general uniforms were better.
Well, and, like,
they're a little looser, different
Yeah.
material.
Troy is showing major cleave.
Oh, and Troy realized that she
major
has
cleave.
Yeah, that she has amazing tits.
Yeah, like from especially going from watching a season 2 episode
Yeah.
to a 5 back to
They're
back.
like, oh, they figured something out.
Yeah,
in the
they're like,
interim here.
very covered up and like kind of compressed down.
Yeah.
And then this one, they're like, oh, there's a line right down the middle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they
They get it.
They knew what they were doing. I wanted the main Darmok guy to be Wallace Shawn. In my head, I sort of thought he might have been. He wasn't. He's a guy, but I definitely got Wallace Shawn vibes from him. So
Yeah.
basically, they're on like sort of the edges of where they normally go. And there's this race of folks, the children of Tama, I believe. Tamatonga? Wrestling reference.
Children of Tamatonga.
And not the children of Tongaloa. I got no time for those
No.
bitches.
No, not even a little bit.
And so the Federation has tried, like, numerous times before to, like, just set up proper relations and sign, like, a non-aggression pact and all that stuff. And it has failed every single time, not because of aggression, but because they literally can't figure out how to communicate.
No one can understand them.
Like, what are these fucking guys talking about?
I couldn't understand if like, this is gonna be a thing where like a random like a random character in the Enterprise will just know the words and be able to speak to them, but
No.
only that one will be able to speak to them.
Nope,
like,
not even that.
That seemed like something they would do.
Turns out nobody.
Turns out no one understands a word they're saying.
Correct.
And it's actively so annoying.
Like this a sentence I found myself saying all too many times. This is the most annoying race I have ever come across.
It is. It is.
So, yeah. So they meet ship to ship with
Tip
to tip with these guys, and they're just speaking gibberish. Which you thought they were originally speaking jive.
I asked if they were speaking jive because it sounded like they were doing some jive talking. I mean, they're all black.
What? I don't know.
Scott, they're all black.
The first mate was.
Yeah, and so was the captain, and so was the secondary.
I don't know if the captain was.
The captain was. I'm looking at him. He's black.
Nah.
He was in. Funny thing about him is he's one of those guys who.
He's Black Wallace Shawn.
He's Black Wallace Shawn. He's been in original Star Trek.
Oh.
And in Next Generation.
Pretty cool.
He was in The Wrath of Khan.
Oh.
He was one of the like random Enterprise guys who like
not the same character.
Different character. Like he was a human who was in with the team.
Yeah.
And then they go down when they meet Khan, and he's the one who gets killed by Khan.
So between Khan and this, he transitioned.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He got a nice bronzing in between.
Yeah. So, my first note, these guys would be so annoying to talk to.
I don't know how they came up with the idea that, like, hey, they speak this gibberish fake language,
Yeah.
but also they're just going to throw in these weird literary references from Earth's history from, like, 2,000 years ago.
Well, yeah, here's what pissed me off. The premise of the language makes no fucking sense. Because it's references to, like, mythology and history, but with actual words. Like, they have a word
Yeah.
for ocean.
Yeah.
And, like, but
you can't learn the rest of the words?
Yeah, and like, what did the language used to be? Like, they had to have sentence structure at some point.
You'd think.
Yeah, but no.
No.
So yeah, so they're just at an impasse talking to each other, and then that captain and Picard just get beamed down
They get sucked.
They get sucked down to the planet, and he's just talking his jive at him some more, and Picard's like, I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah.
Like you're holding a knife and saying shit, but like are we chill, or are we fighting?
Yeah, like,
what are we
a real miscommunication on like what is happening.
What are we doing? And so yeah, and they just speak in phrases like Dharma. And also they only have about 8.
Yeah, they're fucking Groot.
Yeah, it's a bunch of Groots. It's a lot of Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra. It's a lot of Shaka when the walls fell, and like 3 other things.
Yeah,
and that describes every situation and emotion in their entire culture.
Yeah, it's Smurf.
It's Smurf.
It's fucking Smurf.
They're smurfing. I'm so smurfing
my brains out right now.
So, simultaneously, Picard sort of figures out how it works at least, but he doesn't know you have to know the references, or else it doesn't make sense, even if you can parse it. And then also on the ship, Data and Crusher, Troy, some bitch, Data and a bitch are trying to figure out, and they're basically teaching because season 5 Star Trek, so we're like mid-90s.
Yeah.
So they're basically teaching their watchers how to use search engines on the internet.
It's Troy, but yes.
Troy, yeah.
Yeah. They're using like key phrases
like,
in like a computer
like search Darmok and search Tanagra, cross-reference Darmok and Tanagra, and like so they could sort of figure it out. So it was a fun early internet lesson.
It was.
I guess they were using what web crawler.
Sure.
Hotbot.
Yeah. That's the one.
Alta Vista. That's a good one.
Nice. Love it.
Fun.
Love it.
Kind of want to end on that, but we have one more episode to do. Did you notice who was hanging out with Geordi in this one? It's not the Lebanese bitch anymore.
Probably, but I've already forgotten.
Ashley Judd.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
She had like 2 lines.
Yeah. I think she was in
more?
Some episodes.
Good for her. Well, it was.
You know what?
Nice to see a Judd.
I like her. I've always liked her. She's very, very gorgeous. And also she's in one of the most ridiculous movies I think I've ever seen.
Double Jeopardy?
No, she's in The Good Serenity. Isn't she?
Oh.
No, is it Ashley Judd or is it Diane Lane?
Judd. It might be Diane Lane.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Man, good Serenity.
Good Serenity.
That's a good movie. Regular Serenity, fine.
Regular Serenity, pretty good.
Good.
That's Diane Lane.
Yeah.
They're the same. But they're both hot, so.
Same difference. So yeah, and the reason they beam them down is because there's a fucking monster on the planet who phases in and out of the visible spectrum.
Insane.
And I guess the way they bond with new people is by fighting a monster. So the monster shows up and straight up kills the guy.
Yeah.
And now Picard's just by himself.
Well, Picard because the Enterprise is trying to
beam Picard
up.
They're jamming it.
They're jamming it. So he's like in this middle stasis, kind of like half on the ship,
as they're trying
half on the planet, and that's when the other captain gets killed because Picard's not there to save his ass.
Yeah.
So indirectly, the Enterprise killed the other
captain of the other ship. That's correct. But it was a good bonding experience, and and they eventually, as Picard is about to get killed by the monster, they beam him back. Picard talks jive to the other guys, and we are friends again.
Yeah. Well, so 2 things is, one, the first night when they sleep over on the planet, and they wake up, where did Picard get his change of clothes from? He goes from his regular red over thing to then like a gray shirt. Where?
Was that what was under
No,
his
he had
windbreaker?
black underneath.
Then I don't know.
I don't know. Where did he get the change of clothing from?
Great question.
Um,
Was he wearing 3 layers and he took
Maybe he
off
was
2?
layered up because he thought it'd be cold on that planet.
It seemed like it was cold. They needed a fire.
They needed a fire.
Sounds like he was dressed appropriately.
And then my favorite part of this episode, actual favorite part of this episode, is when the other captain is dying and they're laying next to the fire,
Yeah.
and they're like talking, and then he goes, like, you want me to tell you a story. Well, I'm not a very good storyteller. And then proceeds to be King Lear on the West End.
Literally.
I'm Patrick Stewart as King Lear. And he tells this amazing story.
I was gonna say.
I'm not very good at this at all. You're like,
I'm nervous.
I hope I don't
Yeah.
flub any of my lines.
I think you might have been fibbing there, Jean-Luc.
Very funny.
That was good. I forgot about that. That's a very unintentionally funny
Yeah.
scene. Oh, I'm not a very good storyteller.
You wouldn't want me to tell you a story. I'm not very good at getting the words out
JK,
in a
here's
manner.
the best story of all time.
In a manner so the back of the room can hear me as if I am standing next to them.
He's a fucking actor.
He's a fucking actor. Yeah, as if one of the greatest stage actors of all time
Not
would
a
be
good storyteller.
convincing as not a good storyteller.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I got a good chuckle out of that.
Yeah. Season 7, episode 19, Genesis.
Genesis.
Brought to you by the Sega Corporation.
Sega. Yeah.
This one was when I heard that I get to pick Star Trek episodes under the guise of them being randomly generated.
Lying to Sonic.
Lying to Sonics. This is the first that came to mind. Oh, the TF episode. Yes, please. I did remember that this was one of the last episodes of the series. That we're 5 from the end with this one.
Yeah. I like that right off the bat we get to meet it might be Bedbugs guy. That's inside reference for just Scott and I.
Yeah, Lieutenant Barclay, bit of a hypochondriac.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like a fun hang.
No.
No.
So the idea is that he's feeling sick, so
And he thinks he has, like,
Everything.
space cancer.
space AIDS, like something, and
Crusher's like,
shut up. I'm just gonna give you this shot, and it'll make you go away. And
yes.
kind of what it is, right?
Yeah.
And
But,
well, Lieutenant Data's there,
Yeah.
and his cat is pregnant.
remember the cat's name?
Well, did I write in all caps with 7 exclamation marks at the end? Spot is not a kitty name, you racists!
He's a robot. He doesn't know shit.
No, he knows.
Oh, he's doing it as
He's
well.
a racist. Spot is a dog name, not a cat name.
Yes.
Anybody who names their cat Spot deserves to burn in hell.
Deserves to be de-brained.
D-brained. No one calls the cat Spot.
It is a terrible cat name.
Or Rex.
Yeah.
Or Bowser. Goddamn big dog
I know.
has his paws and everything.
It's disgusting.
Put him out back. We're gonna have to kill him.
We're gonna old yeller big
We're gonna
dog.
old yeller big dog.
Yeah.
So Picard and Data are going. So they're working on
Their new defense
system and something goes wrong. And
because Worf's a fuck up.
because Worf's a fuck up. One of the torpedoes
Just goes
rogue, and so they can't just let it float around the galaxy because
Yeah.
it might kill somebody.
Yeah.
Even though they unintentionally kill people all the time.
Sure.
So Picard and Data go out
We'll go
to
get it.
retrieve it.
And they're like, but you're the captain. He's like, I'm also a good pilot. Don't tell me how to do my fucking job.
Shut up, number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2's poop. So they go out. They go leave the Enterprise. They go out to find the torpedo. While that's happening, everybody inside
feeling weird.
Starts to get like weird, like over exaggeration of their feelings or of their mannerisms or like
There's some like behavioral stuff. There's some like it's too
aggression,
hot, it's too hot, it's
temperature
too cold.
control,
Yeah.
or being a complete sissy.
Big sissy.
Big sissy. So it starts with Worf, who gets very aggressive.
Yeah.
And
not just like
regular Worf aggressive.
I was gonna say more than that, but let's go with yours.
Regular black aggressive. Militant black aggressive Worf.
Like more than that.
More than that. And then Troy starts complaining about it being too cold and too hot.
Oh, what do you know?
A woman.
The woman's too cold.
Surprise, surprise. Also, the hottest woman.
Yeah.
She's such a babe.
Nips erect.
Nips fully erect.
She's freezing.
I'm not.
She's
'cause I
freezing,
can't.
and God bless her for
God
it.
bless her. Then you get, like, who else? Who's next? I guess
Riker forgetting shit.
Yeah, Riker becoming stupid.
Stupid, yeah.
And then just everybody else sort of just has like minor things that you don't really see. Barkley starts getting like hella energetic.
Oh, pregnant Chinese lady.
Wow. You don't know she's Chinese.
She's what? You're gonna tell me she's Malaysian?
I'm gonna tell you she's Malaysian.
She did a nice subtle acting thing, because it was the same scene where Riker was forgetting shit.
Oh, I'm pregnant. No. Oh, okay. That wasn't subtle.
We'll be right back after these messages. Yeah, it's the same scene where Riker is just like terrible at his job, because someone like comes to him like, "Hey, should we report the defense system findings to the Federation?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. No, yeah. He's like, should we take it from threat level 2 to threat level 1? What do you think? Yeah, I think we should. Then do that.
Do that.
You'll take care of that security thing, right?
You got that?
Yeah.
And Geordi's like,
what?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo. But pregnant Chinese lady's there at the time, and when she gets up, because they're at the big like boardroom table.
Yeah. P.S. Pregnant only in the fact that she knows she's pregnant. She's not showing.
She's not.
Pregnant.
She's not busting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's busting.
She gets up, and I don't know if you noticed, she like got up like with her hands on the table, like with her knuckles, and like walked along the table with her knuckles a little bit.
I did not.
It was very subtle,
Oh.
very nice.
I like it.
P.S. She turns into a monkey.
She does turn into a monkey. A full-blown monkey.
Yeah.
Good thing that they chose her and not one of the other cast members.
Yeah.
That might have been sus.
For the best.
Might have been sus.
So yeah. So as things are going, I guess the first real big one is Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because so after retrieving the rogue torpedo and they return back to the Enterprise, I think Data says something like
I really love how they illustrated that things were not being run well on the Enterprise when they got back, because like it's space, so there's no actual orientation.
Yeah.
But you always show it with, you know, the ship flat with the TV screen. And it was like diagonal.
Yeah, that's right.
That was funny. I'm like, I mean, it's diagonal from any angle, but just the way they showed it, things were not. There were issues with the ship.
Yes, and they're like, oh, we're not in our. They're not in the agreed upon rendezvous point. You're like,
yes,
well,
that's right.
It's space. You could move. You could
It's
move.
space.
You could move around a bunch.
It's the final frontier.
It's Final Frontier. Oh, I reloaded it on Netflix so I can watch.
Yeah.
She does walk away on her knuckles.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
It's good. Yeah, nothing too in your face.
I did not even.
You could easily
really
miss it.
And she kind of walks away a little like
a little monkey.
a monkey.
Yeah,
Good thing it was her and not somebody else.
it's a good thing.
Oh, you're gonna make Geordi into a
No,
monkey?
I'm not. I didn't advocate for that. I'm not gonna make Geordi a monkey.
You were. You're just mad that he's not the host of Jeopardy.
I am overjoyed he's not there.
Oh, we gotta talk about the thing that happened that I'm sure you're aware of.
That we have a second smart trans on it.
Man, I genuinely meant to text you maybe like yesterday at work and say,
We got Amy Schneider too in the mix.
yeah, but that's not even the thing. It was
What's
the
the thing?
fucking the pronunciation of the name
Oh.
of like that Russian philosopher or whatever, and like
Oh yeah.
and everybody said it pretty much exactly
it,
right,
and they didn't give it
they
to
were just
any
being
of them.
a cunt about
and
it.
then Mayim said, actually, it's like this.
Technically, it's supposed to be pronounced like this, so you were all really close, but the pronunciation was kind of off.
The third of the three was so close that it should have been given. Like, if you get like syllables or sounds wrong, they don't give it to you. But the third one was like so I don't even really know what was wrong.
Well,
with the
when
third
she
one.
said it and then Mayim said it,
Yeah.
like I couldn't
I'm
tell
like,
the difference.
That's the same.
I could not tell the difference.
Asshole. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
Jeopardy.
that was
You
funny.
Fucking, you're spitting on Alex's grave right now. Even though he also probably would have had to do the exact same thing because that's his job.
Yeah.
But anyways,
So Picard and Data get back. Like all the lights are off.
yeah.
Like
everything's falling apart. I like that them.
it's been 3 days.
Yeah, but I like that them de-evolving means that the ship just like can't function.
I was just saying the ship goes to shit in 3 days
Yeah.
without constant maintenance.
Like, shouldn't the ship?
That's not very good.
Shouldn't the ship be able to maintain itself for like weeks?
I think-
before things start going wrong.
I think the lights shouldn't be flickering yet.
Probably not.
In 72 hours.
Yeah, probably
that
not,
seems
but-
fast.
You know.
So what do they go to Troy's first, and it's it's tropical.
It's tropical. She's in the tub.
It's boiling hot. The humidity's at 100%.
Yeah.
She's in the tub.
Yeah.
She's a frog.
She's frog. She got gills.
She does have gills.
Yeah.
And a big fat neck.
Biggest, fattest neck.
Yeah. Crazy frog hands.
Oh yeah.
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 It's good stuff. They do her popping out of the tub as a jump scare. Like the whole thing they play it like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a science
Yeah.
science fiction-y kind of thing. Yeah.
Which they shouldn't, because it's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that being a frog is awesome.
I mean, like, the general idea is awesome.
Yeah.
The specific choice is not all awesome.
No. If you had to choose
You had a choice. If I had to choose what?
of the things we saw,
I mean, honestly, that's the one bummer about this episode. None are that good.
no. You get Scaly, you get
Yeah.
whatever the fuck Worf
You get
was.
alien monster.
Yeah. You get chimpanzee,
Yeah. Caveman.
caveman,
Well, okay.
Cro-Magnon man.
Yeah, so Riker, the reason Riker's getting stupid, and it's also funny that they really play up Riker getting stupid and not really anyone else getting stupid per se, is because he's basically going proto-human, and I'm like, so proto-humans are dumber than frogs? Because, like, Troy didn't get dumb until she was straight up a frog.
Yeah, until she had fully
Yeah.
become a frog, and he's like partially into the transition.
Yeah.
and he's just immediately like the stupidest
so
thing
dumb. And like proto-human, like as far like if of all the array of TF options spread before you go with that. It's such a cop out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get.
But it's not like we're gonna de-evolve into a tiger.
Okay, if we can do spider,
I mean, it's true.
we can fucking do tiger.
But like
all right?
you said, they did try to explain the
tried to,
spider.
'cause,
I
like-
don't think it worked. But
Well, they
did
tried to
try.
explain how it could be anything, including spider.
Yeah.
Because
But
like
I don't think so.
the shot that Crusher gave stupid ass Barclay.
Yeah.
Because he had a dormant T cell somewhere that
Was
that was
preventing him from fighting off the infection.
the
fever.
basic ass cold he
Yeah.
had. So it like, and her idea was to activate, put a synthetic T cell in there that did the job of the dormant one.
Well, her idea was to give him something to shut the fuck up and get out of there.
Correct. That was priority 1. But what it did is it activated all of the dormant things that have been in our DNA since we were goo.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Basically, which is why, and also it immediately became airborne.
Yes.
Which is a leap.
we made cancer airborne and contagious.
Yeah, it's not like it just fucked up Barclay.
No.
Like as soon as it happened, anyone he breathed near, same deal. So and it was the whole ship.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so because of that, you could devolve into anything.
Not anything though.
But not like.
Just the boring things that our DNA has in it.
But like, look, if we have spider, we have everything in it. They could have.
I know,
They could have done it, spider and frog. We could have. A lot of options. If
Yeah,
those
that's true.
are on the table, there's a lot on the table.
that's true.
Literally every mammal.
Should be.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we see Frog Troy, and then we deal with stupid caveman Riker, and I get it. So, like the caveman thing like really pushes the de-evolution thing. But we could have had Katie Riker. Come on.
That one's unbelievable.
Come on, man. It would have been sick. And then we go see Pregnant Monkey Lady.
Pregnant Monkey Lady.
Which
Which,
of all the...
out of context, could get us in some trouble.
Of all the, like...
I hope nobody clips Scott saying pregnant monkey lady and then implies that he's saying it's...
No, don't. What,
certain,
the next thing
type
you're gonna,
of people.
The next thing you're going to say, don't say it. Which of the looks of everyone post TF, the monkey and I guess Troy as the amphibian looked the best for what they were.
The monkey was the best one.
It looked the best. Like they didn't actually.
It looked like Planet of the Apes, like
Yeah.
OG Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, they did a good job on her. So and they start to and the way they figure things is Spot has given birth
Yes.
to kittens and they're kittens.
Yeah.
But Spot is an iguana.
Because cats were iguanas.
Yeah, cats were reptiles. Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that.
So they figure that something in the amniotic fluid protects...
In the sack.
Protects from the TF. Why you'd ever want to be protected from
I don't
TF.
know.
That's where the show lost.
If I'm in the womb,
Yeah.
and I know that TF is possible,
I'm getting out of the womb.
but it's not coming to me,
Yeah.
I'm cutting a hole in that sack.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm getting out of there.
Yeah. So
Change me!
but they're like, can we use Spot's shit? No, it's got to be humanoid because the rules are the rules. They're like, oh wait, we got
spider.
We got a pregnant monkey lady.
We do have a pregnant monkey lady.
So Data goes to harvest her juices.
He's gonna squeeze her.
Meanwhile, we're checking out engineering because the warp core's down because apparently nothing can function by itself, even though we're in the distant future and we're pretty good at technology. Like they've mastered light speed travel.
Yeah.
But not if Geordi isn't constantly.
Like if he's not working round the clock,
tapping it with a ball
to make sure
hammer.
yeah.
And there's a bunch of spider webs around the warp core, and then legitimately good and scary jump scare. Spider Barkley pops up out of goddamn nowhere, and scares Picard, and really scares Picard, like more than he's ever been scared.
Yeah.
And Picard's like, well, what is this? I don't like this. And Data's like, oh yeah, the second you got onto the ship, you got infected.
You were infected.
Too. And Picard's like, well, once again, something that could have been brought to my attention yesterday. And he's like, what am I gonna TF into? And Data's like, I'm thinking lemur.
Yeah, some kind of lemur, perhaps.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay,
sick.
Okay, I'm listening.
The only other one we really get is Worf has decided Troy is his mate, even though why would this Klingon monster want to mate with whatever amphibian? Should have been smarter than that.
Maybe.
Marks her by biting her face.
Bites her face.
Which is pretty sick.
Just a nibble.
Yeah.
Not to hurt.
No. Well, I mean, it kind of hurt. But, and he's actually the most TF'd.
Yeah.
He's like he's a quadrupedal buffalo with an exoskeleton and venom sacs. He's kind of the perfect killing machine, actually.
He really is.
And he wants to fuck Troy.
Yes.
So they distract him.
Who doesn't?
True. I mean, he chose well. So they try not to get murdered by Monster Worf, and and distract him with.
Is that like Freak Worf?
Yeah, it's like Freak Worf. And they distract him with Troy's pheromones and get him away from.
It leads to. Picard is spraying the stuff to get him away. He goes in the elevator, and then because none of the power's fully working, he tries to close the door, and he's like, Deck 17, and it's not working. So the door's closed. So then he looks up at a panel on the roof.
Yeah.
He reaches up, and then just kind of floats up and reaches with his other hand.
Yeah.
Because he's becoming a lemur.
He does a little lemur climb, but and that's the great tragedy of the show is Data harvests the juices, shoots it into the air system, and fixes everyone. I'm like, we could have got lemur Picard. We could have got Picard with a cool stripy tail.
Yeah.
But no, we barely get anything on.
He's got Picard. A little bit of paint on his arm.
A little.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. It's hardly anything. But
Not
yeah,
even trying.
great episode premise, and like the execution is fine. I just have my only issues are with species choices, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, Kitty Riker's looking you right in the face.
Right in the goddamn face.
And you go
When you're- shakes your
caveman.
hand.
Fucking caveman. Something in the Australopithecine variety.
Yeah.
Shut up, Data. You fucking nerd.
You nerd. You fucking nerd.
I hope someone debrains you.
You're gonna get debrained.
Anyway, this reminded both of us that Star Trek The Next Generation is awesome.
It rules.
And that Sonic sometimes doesn't pick bullshit.
Sometimes.
Although he almost did, because this was originally going to be a fucking anime movie. So cooler heads prevailed. And we're both probably going to watch the entire series.
Yeah. Good thing we're so close to the end of this that nobody can recommend any more anime. And then I'll never
Those
have
are
to watch anime again.
Famous last words.
Yeah,
We're
probably.
going to get bombarded on Wednesday.
Probably, but at least I'll never have to watch anime ever again. I think mine and anime are exclusively...
Your business is concluded?
Yeah, I think we might be done. Oh, I had one final note.
Hit me.
That is just me saying I had to keep waving away the skip intro thing that popped up. I'm like, no, go
I'm
away.
watching the
Go
intro.
away.
The intro is great.
I'm not skipping this. If I watch the whole series, I'm gonna watch the intro every single
opening
one.
credits.
It is one of the greatest
It's iconic.
intros and songs
Yes.
ever made.
Of course.
I'm never not watching it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My only other note was, how do I get this virus?
Yeah, but you're gonna get the bad virus.
No, I'll figure out how to do it good.
Okay.
I think if you concentrate really hard right when you get the virus, then you you can kind of aim it in the right direction.
It's like when you're trying to make a baby and you just think girl.
Exactly.
Girl. Ah,
Yeah.
come. And then you make a girl, right? Is that how it works?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I think
Tiger. Underwater cheetah.
but fucking cat twink. Shit.